Welcome to the dungeon. I'm your Dungeon Master DM Dunn, and these are my amazing players.
Yes!
Hi!
Yeah. Huzzah!
Just like that. And we are on... We are...
That's why wear my hat forward. I forgot.
We're at session 12. 12? Confirm?
Yes.
12.
Session 12 of Rise of the Drow. So before we get started, let's do a little recap of what has been leading up to this. We had Paolo was unavailable last session, so his character is going to be jumping in this one. But before we get started, can somebody give us a quick rundown of what happened last time on Rise of the Drow?
I'm not giving the rundown
Yeah.
So,
for character reasons.
let's see. I'll let a neutral party give the
Yes,
rundown.
please.
We started out by, walking forward through the forest. Approached
having
this.
a jolly old time.
Yeah.
No rest too.
Nice
He cut
stroll.
down a tree
That too. Yeah.
randomly,
Yes.
and then
Forgot about that, actually.
Yeah.
That's how we
At
started.
the
Yeah.
very beginning,
Dragon was so convinced
I
in
snuck
the
away from
country.
Yeah,
the
then we
group
went to
and
a
in
cabin.
the complete darkness and
Whack!
silence, I just and you hear the echo through the forest. It was great.
fuck, they know
Where
we're
the
here
birds
now.
go.
Yeah.
We went to this cabin. There was this, little goblin guy,
He's just a little guy.
living there.
Little dude.
Just a little goblin guy.
Never again, bro.
Completely normal, totally. Not,
Not at all dangerous
Not at all
to the party.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So,
Be suspicious.
Dude.
Oh.
we just sort of, it's like, we were a little weirded out by him, but he was a little weirded out by us. And we're like, okay, well,
Seems fair.
seems fair enough. And we were all together for the most part. And then until he decides, why don't we go out to get firewood? Just you. And
Technically,
Everybody
you
wanted to
guys
rest,
had,
and
like,
he was
resting,
excited to
and
cut
he
trees
wanted to
down.
help build the roof. So I was like,
Yeah.
Fix the leak.
Well, initially you were gonna go, I think, with
With
I
him.
him.
was going to go
Yeah,
with
he was
him.
going with him, and then the goblin guy's like, "Oh, I'm scared" or something, and decided against it. And then he managed to get just you to go with
it's
him.
surprising that he chose me.
yeah, it
realistically.
turned out
The
to be
big,
some.
he
You're the one that
wanted
wanted
to
to
take out
chop
the biggest
wood.
I did,
threat.
but I am also the one that had the giant's axe on my back, and he was purposely scared about that. And then he was like,
Giant sacks on
Maybe
your
he
back.
wanted to take you out
giant's
first,
axe.
because you're the biggest threat to him. So he was like, "I'm gonna separate this."
Yeah, it
guy."
turned out to be some sort of shape-shifting
Yeah.
goblin demon
Creepy
thing.
bastard,
Yeah.
man.
You turned into like a blink cat
I
or whatever.
suddenly started
No.
floating. I was gonna
Big.
attack him mid-transformation, and then I was like,
Like a war.
Dire wolf
No, like
thing, or-
more akin to a war. Because goblins and wargs.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
so
Either
I
way,
hit him really
it's a
hard with my
monster
axe,
animal. Yep,
and
yep.
then he was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, and then he charmed me.
yeah.
I am
Yeah.
your friend. Stop hitting
he,
me.
He transformed back into a goblin, and it was like, he was cut like
That
here
was-
into the
Yeah,
fucking
he-
arm.
yeah, he
And
was
he
like,
was like,
"I've
I was
been-
attacked!
Yeah, by a wolf or something, and you're
And
like,
then we
"Oh."
Okay, that makes sense.
Now here's where his low intelligence played into.
Yeah.
We go back to the cabin.
My little
And
friend.
I gave him you chose the 1 or 2, and when I went to roll for medicine, so he got one of the worst tourniquets you could ever have on the
Yeah,
wrong
where his
arm.
arm's almost falling off.
A tourniquet on the wrong arm.
Yeah.
So his good arm was turning purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we brought him back, and then the hour the charm was up, I suddenly go, that bastard, and then run back in.
And we killed him. Yeah.
Okay.
He almost got away. He tried to slip him
Yeah,
through the legs,
yeah.
but reaction attack saved us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed it. I killed the thing.
And then what happened?
Then we rested.
Hey, we got this house for ourselves now.
Yeah, we're like, might as well use it.
Yeah, we
We rested. And
tactically acquired some new shit.
then we continued forward
burn
once
it down?
again.
No.
I think there was.
We
was there a-
leveled up and rested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we leveled up. And then we got into, I think it was, difficult terrain, like thorny
They were
stuff,
choking,
and I was
like,
trying
Oh
the
yeah, you
vines
were trying to go first.
and
We
the
were just
razor
going through
leaves,
some forest.
the razor sharp leaves
Yeah,
that could
yeah.
actually cut you if you go through that.
And I was, blazing a trail because I'm a, walking cast iron pot.
which did a great job of reducing the damage for the entire team, so that was awesome. Great job of doing that.
Yeah.
Good job, Sal.
And then, we were attacked by, these sort of random plant monsters.
We were attacked
And a
by
guy
a
in a
tree
tree.
ornament.
The fucking trees, man.
Hey.
Somebody was in the tree and
Like,
he had the vines.
One of those
just
Christmas
going.
tree angel
She was
ornaments.
kind
know,
of
sort of
cute.
like-
Every
Prove
fear
me
that
wrong.
Vengar had
The
came to
tree
life
attack
in
him.
that one moment.
Yeah.
He's like, I knew it.
These fucking
Again,
trees
dude,
are-
they keep on attacking from the trees. Every time.
You're like, you
This
see
one
why?
was quite literal. It was like some sort of evil version of a dryad or something, as far as we could tell.
Like at this point, I think even Tapel's gonna be like, there's a reason I like the desert more. No trees. Any trees like maybe this tall. There's not- you would love it there,
Oh, dude,
Vengar.
In the middle of
So what happened during this fight, though?
Yeah, so, it started out okay,
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
and then, one of the party members,
certain sucker.
I
maybe
just love the
got
disdain in your
Unnamed
voice
individual.
for this.
maybe got charmed, and we weren't certain, and he, started attacking other members of the party.
Other member. He specifically
One.
Oh,
was
yeah.
targeting
Specifically
you.
just-
Yeah, to you
yeah.
first.
Good clarification.
No, he came
Oh, wait.
towards me, but he kept attacking you. And we weren't sure if he was gonna turn to me next, but he was like laser focused on you.
That's true, that's true.
He was fucking. Weren't you dashing and teleporting too?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Wizard running around.
Yeah, so there was a bit of poop, poop, poop.
He was using
What?
Misty
Level
Step
4?
and all movement to try and get away, and then fucking
Yeah.
he kept on catching him.
Yeah.
Totally is part of my kit.
Yep. And then, so the fight started going worse. He went down, brought him up. He was in whack-a-mole mode for a
3
bit.
fucking times.
I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down.
Yeah,
And it was even worse because I burned my, like, on the same turn where we were discussing my, like, anti-death thing where I stay alive on 1, he goes, okay, cool. I hit you, you take 30 damage. I'm like, okay, I'm still alive. The plant hits you, you're down. And I'm like,
Multi-attack!
Where's Palub this entire time?
in cell, I think.
I presume inside me.
Yeah, you were curled up in little nippy naps.
You were inside me.
Every now and then we hear.
Making love at midnight.
Is he in yet?
Okay, so how did the session end? Where were we at?
We were able to kill the various plant
Yes.
monsters and
I
Tree
chopped down the
knock
tree
out
that she was
Ragadosa.
on.
You
Oh,
did.
we
Got
killed
it
the
down.
tree ornament also.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that
We got
first.
her, and
Dipshit
then
was
we
still
focused
running
on
around
that guy.
attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
then,
So at the end of the session,
dipshit.
he was
I love
unconscious.
that
The
it's
wizard was
progressively gotten
unconscious.
more
We-
aggressive.
I
We
stabilized
brought
him.
words
Yeah.
towards
Then I
the
punched
episode.
him, and then I stabilized him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what-
yeah.
So yeah,
I'm
so,
fairly certain we got 1 HP
Yeah.
on him.
so
Yeah.
so
And then we
Ragadozo
tied
was
Ragadozo up.
was
Unconscious.
Tied up.
was actually brought to stable, punched in the face, and then restabilized. And then
And then tied up.
Strovinger was actually. How many hit points are you up to now?
I think I only have 1 because you cut me off before I wanted to do anything.
Okay.
So nope. Next
So
time.
you, so you became undeaded,
Mhm.
not undead, but undeaded.
Yeah, I was stabilized. Then I actually am.
So it went from
unconscious.
stabilized to 1 hit point, I think.
And then he got a good berry, I think. A left
so
hook
shoved
good
it
berry.
buried in his
Yeah.
face or something. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's at 1 hit point and conscious, and this is where we're going to start off. However, since Mr. Palov didn't have any say so in the last session, we're going to let Mr. Palov get us started in this session of what kind of fuckery is going to happen tonight.
You're supposed to say the title, man.
Oh,
Is that
Cut! Run it again!
in this session of
Rise.
Rise
Of the Drow.
Oh, see, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful.
Dude,
There we
it's
go.
still
Purple
bloodline
lighting.
power.
That's exactly what we need, right? Yeah.
I'm sure Sal can hear all this because I'm inside him. No,
I'm inside him.
I'm inside him.
Can
I
we
don't know.
stop- Can we stop with the I'm inside him?
I don't know what anybody else can
He
hear,
is
but
contained.
as I'm starting to get up here, splish splash,
He was taking a bath.
and then is your top open?
Yeah. I have my shield out,
Get
so.
your top off.
So I stand
Wanted
up.
to be free.
I don't wear clothes.
So I stand up and say, "What the hell? What happened?" And then I'm also stretching at the same time. And then I realize I'm wet,
No.
He wakes up inside of him
and I. What? Who the hell beast my pants? This is bullshit.
somebody else pissed his pants. Nice.
All
Who
your
did
shit-
this?
All your shit is covered in piss.
I peed in you. I'm
Everything
sorry,
inside.
Bayek. I
Salve doesn't have like
A drain.
a facial expression because he's a giant
'Cause-
pot.
But you still
like
can
he
tell.
just goes like still. His shoulders are stiff.
Stop
Swish,
moving.
Swish,
You hear
swish,
the
swish.
swashing, yeah.
Oh no! Just
Where's
every
that
time he
gummies
moves, you hear
at?
the little like squish squish of his
Strobinger. You know prestidigitation, right?
Yes.
Think Flaestros.
Placerus.
Flaestros.
Since you say that out loud, I know it too. But
Please clean up.
Be a good guess.
Cast it now!
Can I make a perception check real quick to notice to see if everybody has some kind of eye on him?
No, but
Oh,
you
I
can
don't.
give me your perception check modifier, and I will see what
Yep,
you got.
yep, you're absolutely right.
The moderate gummies, they literally are cracked. Please.
Modifier would be.
Where'd you get those?
Where are you at?
Target,
Yeah.
So, Paolo.
+2.
Alright, hold on, let me get. +2, okay. +2, let me just roll my dice out.
D10, see which one it is.
And you're +2?
Correct.
And you were trying to see what again?
I'm trying to, since I'm just waking up, I want to really kind of gauge the group at the moment because
think
I'm
we're
kind
all-
of out of it.
Yeah. So,
Injured or something.
coming to consciousness and realizing for a moment where you are, and then realizing, oh shit, I've kind of wet myself, and then you hear clean up, and then you start to look outside of your immediate surroundings, which is inside of South. You start to look around, you realize you're still in the dark forest, that makes sense. But you see Strovinger kind of down on a knee, just like heavy breathing. It looks pretty fucked up. He looks very, very, very injured. And then, not too far from there on the forest floor, like a little leaf stuck to his face and some debris, you see Ragadozo not moving.
I'm moving
And
over to him
tied
to
up.
tie him
And
up.
tied up, yeah.
We
Like,
we
you tied him up
confirmed
already?
that we
Yeah,
tied
we-
him up
yeah.
last time.
Okay.
That was like our last act.
We were like, no.
We're immediately tying.
His
Yeah.
hands
that
tied
was
in
it.
front or behind him.
Behind.
So he's kind of like face down with hands tied behind him with rope.
Fair enough, yeah.
Who tied him up?
Tapel, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Tapel?
we both.
What's your
did,
sleight of
right?
hand
Like, 'cause
modifier?
You were helping.
I think you used like a special. Can you use the whip or something?
No, we were just using
No?
rope. I
Okay.
think. Sleight of hand modifier is 4.
4.
Juggle.
Okay. So
I did. And I do. This might be a
Okay.
running thing.
yeah, you
This is your
see.
pants?
So back to Palab, you see Ragadozo laying there, face down, eyes closed. Seems to be unconscious or dead, hands tied behind his back. And you see everybody else kind of like out of breath, and you can almost visually see the adrenaline pumping through the rest of your teammates, as if something they just
Crazy
finished or is going on or about to happen. So it's kind of like, whoa, what the fuck's about to happen? There's tension. You can feel and see the tension.
If you could see the tension in
You
the
can
air.
see the tension.
Tension on my wrists. Oh!
So, he's not gonna know what actually happened, but
Yeah.
thank you guys. He must have pieced my pants. And then I'm gonna cast
Ragadozo?
precipitation. Yeah. Ragadozo pissed my pants.
Yes, the unconscious man who cannot defend himself at this moment.
Considering
You
his
just
past behavior,
genuinely
that may
believe it,
actually
too.
be an accurate.
So you always play.
And then I'm gonna cast precipitation and then clean myself up as well as the inside of self.
So that'll take several different actions, but yeah, you'll have some time. We're not in combat round, so that'll be fine.
Does Ragadoso's treachery know no bounds?
He is a silly man. I don't know.
Thank you for making so much.
Alright, what's everybody else
Are
want to do?
you able to
Wake up, he's like, yes, I
check
did in
to see
fact
if
piss
somebody's
his
alive?
While I was in the middle of stabbing and running and jumping.
As I was never once near Sal to begin with, I totally did piss his
Maybe he's not
I mean,
silly
considering you
paladin,
can
I don't know.
teleport, who knows?
those aren't
As
really
far as
crazy
I was
things
aware,
for
that was
now.
I don't know how many times I can do that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I think there is a cleric spell that can do that, but I don't think I've
To do what?
Okay.
prepared that.
I was wondering if
Pissing his pants.
Well, we're
making
gonna have to
his
walk
Yeah,
through
what?
It's a
Take
cleric
the
spell.
evil
No,
So
no.
can you change your spells in between long rests? Because we are gonna have
Pants
long
of
rests.
pissing. It's a magic item. It's like a cold billowing. It's the pants of pissing.
Pants of pissing.
Okay.
Oh, that's why you wear black.
For me, it might be okay.
The pants of pissing.
I just can't wait for like us being in a random conversation and you're just ready to fight and then just.
It's not. It's not that cold in here.
Who is
anymore.
doing
It's a little
this?
bit warm.
It's a medical condition.
It feels warmer now.
It feels warmer now.
I was cold. I'm sorry.
Uresis, that's what it's called.
Uresis. Yeah.
That's the actual medical
My next
condition
character's
to where
name.
you cannot control your bladder at all.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing?
Well, I'm assuming you're gonna heal up.
You know what happens when you assume.
People would be my guess.
Well, we're gonna. I think we are very tired.
Are we true?
Yeah,
are
but we should
planning.
still heal up before we rest too. Like, especially
Yeah,
if it's
just so
gonna
it
be a long
doesn't die.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well burn your spells anyway. But
Rest. Who needs rest?
He's
I've
out of
been
spells.
sleeping. I'm good.
yeah, but
I
I'm
have.
just
do you
worried
have,
about
like, the
healing
very
spells.
things-
I have a question for
Yeah.
Paolo. Are you just gonna stay inside himself, or are you gonna climb out?
Just kicking his toes.
If there's still snow around, no, I'm going to.
He's
South.
nice and warm in there.
Out.
South.
You've overstayed your welcome.
Unfortunately, Ragarosa pissed my pants, and I am comfortable now because I slept.
It's gonna take a while to clean up in here.
He pressed his
I'm
hesitations
busy.
already, right?
I mean,
And then I'm gonna say it in this
it says
specific
like
way on
1
purpose.
cubic foot, so it's probably gonna be
Can I
a couple
ride
times.
into you?
What?
Can I ride into you? Oh, yeah, I'm
Ride
comfortable.
into
This
you?
is nice.
I'm going to
And
say...
then I'm gonna hit the left side, the right side, the opposite. I'm like, this is fantastic. Can I stay?
You have lost your privileges.
Visitation privileges.
You are now illegal in this
You've
country.
lost your riding privileges
Cannot.
by pissing in the ride.
Yep.
I mean, really, while all this stuff is going on, Tapel is more concerned about Ragadoso.
Oh yeah, we should probably.
Yeah.
She's actually looking him over, checking his
So I'm
eyes,
just gonna, like,
trying to see
Reach
if,
up, grab
if
your
he's
shoulders.
alright, first off, and if there's anything she could just see that would indicate what the
Like,
heck
like
happened.
baby
she's
uppies
she's
just.
very concerned about him.
The opposite.
So without even having to do a check, as you look at him, he medically looks.
He was hit with a
Well,
great.
I know he was like beat up. We
Yeah, he
understand
medically
that, but
looks fucked up. Like
Is the sword stuck to his
you've
hand,
seen
or does he
people on the
disarm?
verge of death, and he is that.
it's like
He is-
okay, then as that's going on, I
got
whisper a
knocked out.
healing word
Well, I don't know. We're gonna find out.
into his ear while he's like.
Okay, how much is that?
Kirk,
gonna
I'm giving him all these benefits of the doubt. I know that.
It's a D4 plus my wisdom.
I will.
Sorry.
6 HP.
6 HP. Okay, so give me a second now that he's conscious. Come with me, Sam.
Okay, alright, great.
Quick,
Man, we were gonna ritual cast detect magic on him first before he
I
came.
hope that was fun.
I'm more concerned
Takes
with
an hour.
No.
Or 10 minutes. Sorry.
10 minutes, yeah.
And he was gonna do a full body cavity search.
You can do that while he's awake.
It's more
With
fun.
far
It's
more
more fun.
resistance, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can always knock him out again if he really.
Just take the axe.
Just
Just sideways, just.
Quit pressing into me. Just
you get
stay there.
12 HP.
Okay, I got 13 now.
And I'm good. I think
Alright,
you're probably
hold on.
full HP, right? Since you have been like asleep and stuff.
I've got a level 2 still. But, yeah. Alright, get another 12.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay, I'm up to 24.
Cool. So your eyes awaken, and everybody pounces on you and kills you instantly.
Oh, fantastic! Yes,
Yeah.
I wanted to see my god.
Instead, you just see me.
Yeah, this is very scary. So I'm now conscious, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
6 hit points. You got more hit points than Nostrovich.
No, he
No, he
healed
just
me up.
he healed at the same time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So as my eyes open, I see just Tapel
The one
because
eye.
you have just whispered
I'm like,
it
yeah, I'm
like,
bending
right
over
next to my
it.
face.
Yeah,
In your face, you see Tapel, yeah.
So I open my eyes, I just look at her and I say, hello. Why am I on the ground?
You feel aches
Because
and
we're
pains
gonna search
everywhere as
you.
well.
Yeah.
Do you not recall the past 5 minutes?
Sure.
Yeah.
You have pissed my pants.
What is the last thing you recall?
Pain. Lots of pain. That's the last thing I recall is pain.
It
Do you
would have hurt
recall
being hit by
what the
this.
pain was from or why it was being felt?
How about pissing my pants?
I don't think the microphone heard that. For those of you at home, there was a little echo
Because you were pissing in my pants.
in the Russian accent of Paolo from the echoing hall of the inside of the.
I've already taken him out.
Did you dump them out?
He
He
babied me out.
Got deported.
Like, no.
Did you?
Sorry.
Did you?
He had
Okay,
his privileges
Okay, hold,
revoked.
time,
After all of that.
Time out real quick though. Did
Yeah.
you throw him out?
No.
It lifted
I did
from,
not throw him.
but did forcefully.
No,
Did you
boy.
say ask me specifically? Because I got sidetracked. Sorry.
What was the source of the pain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you recall why you felt pain?
You know, I felt a searing pain in my side and my heads. I just saw I felt was pain.
And you do not remember seeing anything at the same time, or what you were thinking at the time immediately
What you
prior?
might have been doing.
How many hit points are you at now?
Were you charmed?
4.
I was charmed. You could have been charmed.
Yeah, all I remember is seeing red.
Seeing what?
You do not recall what
Can I
caused you
roll
to see red?
insight on
Don't
that?
remember.
You give me your insight modifier.
That
With
is most concerning.
guidance, it's 7.
That's
I gotta remember the guidance myself.
We all do.
7.
We
Hang
all
on,
do.
hang on. So, 7.
Boulders just
No, in reality, I should not be guiding myself.
Do you remember the tree
Oh,
ornament?
you want to have guidance?
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
Yes.
I can't ask you the thing, but
Okay.
can I see your chart for your sheet real quick?
Yeah.
See where you're at.
No. Okay. Hang on one second.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Before you decide on anything, can we talk for a second?
Real quick, let's give him
This is
some.
my first session
give him
back in a
some
month.
coins.
And all these
And I'm
clients
peeing
did-
pants. No, you're peeing my pants. This is bull.
He's gonna discuss how he's gonna pee your pants next time.
Does Nathan have any tokens?
I don't know.
Because I really would want him to have one before, because we can't apply them.
This is him rolling deception. He's not getting jack shit.
No
Or
way.
persuasion. I don't know.
No. It's when he does his
Maybe
rolls,
he
we
needs
can't
some more
do it
saving
for him,
throws
so
or
he
something.
has to have a token to give it to Dusty.
Mm.
Because Dusty shut me down last time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, he'll just do that if he doesn't want you to do it.
Yeah, that's why I was
I'm looking
saying
at the
give
camera because
Nathan
when
the
he
token.
uploads this later,
He'll
tell
say
me.
she sees.
my
Yeah.
secret.
I mean, it's for his specific character thing, though. Not
Yeah.
most of the time. It's for.
If he can get away with being like, no, I don't want you to do that because this is what I want to happen.
That's why you gotta
The
get
railroad.
Yeah.
That's
I
why you
can
gotta
shoot you
get him really
motherfuckers.
I have
Get in the train
I
carts.
know
That's what
about
you
what's
get.
happening here.
How will the train
Oh.
get to Guantanamo Bay? I don't know.
I don't know.
It'll get there somehow.
Yeah, I think he might
You're never allowed to run in South
Yeah,
ever
you-
again.
You've been banned from
South. Can I borrow you real quick?
service.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
He's getting called to the principal's office.
He's in trouble.
No more rule lawyering.
I'm not rule lawyering
No,
anything.
Yeah, he's like,
Listen,
he's
listen.
bringing him out. He's like, I'm gonna need you to stay quiet
We
right
need you to
now.
shut the
Yeah. He's like, whatever you think you know, you don't know. Okay.
Maybe.
There are things in the darkness
Yeah,
that
there-
you cannot bring to light.
This is outside of your scope.
Nathan, do you have any tokens?
No.
Chance?
No, I don't.
Someone?
Well, I'm not using it for any of this if I had one anyway.
Okay, fine. Never mind.
I'm going to take what the game gives me at this point.
You're taking what your god gives you.
Exactly. What Flacerus deems
You're gonna
okay.
take what I'm gonna give you?
I don't know about you being God, because pretty sure God doesn't die that quickly.
I'm not
You're tied up. Be warned.
Yeah.
He's very injured.
Okay, so Salve, what was it you had? Oh no, perception. So you said I don't
Insight.
know. All I saw was red, and then you know what you know now.
Salve like reaches forward, and, like,
Mhm.
grabs your head, like,
And I'm gonna
looking at you. like,
As this is happening, I'm like, is that
Paula,
bumps on my
you
head?
feel rejected as he ignores you.
yeah, I saw the arms reach out. I'm like,
reaching down, different person. It's
Oh.
like, well, like,
Yeah.
you feel like if you knew where my eyes were, that I'd be looking at you.
Yeah,
in the
look
eyes,
at
but-
me in the eyes. I'm like,
You know what my eyes are.
His
The
facial
metal
sensors.
surface.
Yeah. Wherever they are on this.
So you grab his head and you're doing what?
Yeah, I'm just sort of like
Ripping it off his
inspecting
body?
him.
Yeah, just
Inspecting
his
You
whole
just
body's
slowly
aching.
start choking him. And
That's what I thought he was doing.
I was kind of like,
Strangle
I was like,
him.
okay, so we're doing this. All right.
Just go to
Well,
sleep.
wait.
Just go to sleep.
I'm still waiting to hear the finish of this.
And so then Salve, like, lets his head go. I think he's telling the truth, guys. Something weird was up.
but he pissed my pants.
As I hear him actually yell that time.
You're like, I pissed you.
I look up to him and I'm like, you pissed your pants?
No, you pissed my pants.
But persuasion.
Pala.
Duh.
So prestidigitation can also dirty.
I'm waiting for him to let me do all
I
that
know,
stuff.
but,
But
no, but it can dirty things, so you can piss his pants.
He's like,
See, I think the funniest thing about all of this is at a certain point, I feel like Sentry Mo Salve with this guy in there, the only time I might have had a chance to piss his pants is during our long rest.
And at
And I could have popped the top off the lid, stood on the on the table, and then you would have seen me. That's what I'm talking about.
I know,
So
I know.
it's not
So-
technically
Right,
possible.
it's
Salve isn't even considering that as a possibility.
At this moment, as Salve grabs your hand and starts kind of moving you, you try to pull your hands up to steady yourself. You realize your hands are tied behind your back and you are defenseless, even with somebody putting a
I
hand
think
on your
we
face.
Also,
Yeah.
Did we say we tied his
So
legs?
take
Or
that
I
as
think
you
we
want.
would've.
we tied
But
him up, is
you-
what I said. So,
Ah,
yeah.
and
They
so-
like to be tied. I don't
I
want-
saw it as hog. I said hogtied.
Yeah, that's like.
So
Yeah. Like
as I feel my arms restrained,
Grappled and
restrained. In this moment, I
I would
have
have thought you'd like this.
what did I do?
You nearly killed Strovinger.
Are there more gummies of the
Sorry, people at home. I like snacks.
I slightly remember his face, but I don't remember anything. All I remember is pain and red.
You stabbed him several times.
Oh,
You teleported, man.
what?
How do you do that?
That's
I-
what we'd like to know.
I don't know how I teleported.
Have you been feeling ill lately?
What did you eat?
Well,
Gaps the same
Multicolored
gaps.
mushrooms. Have you had any gaps in memory?
hold on.
Can he answer that?
I'm trying to think of how he would respond in this moment.
How would my kid?
Nobody's looking at you or anything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Take
So, anything weird happening lately? Well, I doubt anyone noticed, but I got a new sword a while back.
When you get to a certain
It's a pretty cool sword. It gives me great strength. And yeah. But it also talks to
To
me.
you?
Yes, talks to me sometimes. He seems like a chill guy.
It's pretty chill, right?
like a chill guy. He seems
You know-
like a chill guy.
The artificer that made me said that if you talk to God, it's okay, but if
God talks
to
back.
you, it's a problem. Usually, unless you're like a high-level player.
Well, see, here's the problem with that notion. I have talked to my god before. It's quite cool, actually.
Multiple
But
times?
this is not the same. This is just a
So it's
really
just-
cool sword.
A really
Okay.
cursed sword.
No, it's cool. It's pretty cool. It gives me great strength.
Cooler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Nobody's picking you up, pal. Stop.
It's a
No,
cool sword.
I'm throwing my hands up in the air just in frustration.
Where is his sword right now? With it being tied
It's on the
up.
ground somewhere.
Should probably be tied on it in his sheath.
Would he have sheathed it when we knocked
Well,
it
we
out?
didn't
I
knock
was
it
not
out.
caught.
It's
Yeah.
in his hand then. Behind his back.
I
Or
asked
it-
you
or
if it was stuck in his
He
hand
did
or
ask
not.
that earlier.
Yeah, you did ask
Yeah.
that. You said no. So technically,
So
my
it would be
sword
on the-
is
in
on
the
the
dirt.
ground, in the snow.
Strovinger perhaps.
I'm gonna poke
Interesting
at it.
thing about cursed items is that their effect lasts even if you don't currently have them.
Well, we need to know what we are working with now,
Yeah.
and if it is possible to break this curse, because we obviously do not want this to happen again.
In a little bit, remove curse to spell magic. We'll get that.
Hey, what kind of roll to do that thing?
Failing that, we could
While
break,
while he's doing that,
mean
I wanted
what?
to just say,
we could break the item too.
just
That would-
literally, I want it to be like the scared
Wow.
cat, like
That's hard
seeing
to
a
do.
cucumber. I want to like poke
Oh,
at
yeah.
the sword, you know?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
a
yeah.
stick.
What is
like
the
either my
modifier
hand
for
axe, the
that?
small one, or
Thing
just
I
like
told
stick, just try and flip it, see if there's something on the other
This
side.
case.
See if it talks or something. Like, dude, don't go.
So it starts vibrating.
Plus one.
Yeah. Please tell me you got the one out of all those.
No. Nothing's changed
Okay, cool.
at the moment.
Okay,
At the moment.
okay, cool.
Wonderful.
But
And-
you feel progress though.
Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool,
No
cool.
doubt, no doubt. Cool.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Cool, cool, cool,
So
cool.
do you have like a
Yeah,
normal
yeah.
sword?
I do have my regular sword. It's in my pack, but
Okay.
this new sword,
So cool.
like I said, it's a very cool sword. It's black, like the night.
You said it talks to you. What exactly does it talk to you about?
Yeah, what does it say? That's a
It,
good point.
it talks mostly about righteous fury more than anything else.
Against any particular.
Races?
It's more situational, I would say. It's feelings towards certain people change depending on what they do.
Temperamental.
So I can remove.
Well, I would say temperamental. I would say measured.
So I can walk away for a second, and I don't want to hold on to this any longer because it is fun, but it's not gonna be great. How about facing pants?
Roll again.
And then I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna start walking away.
+5.
You're leaving.
Well, no, I'm
He's
gonna
just
go
kinda
away from the
pacing a
conversation.
little bit, yeah.
Dang.
I don't
You're
want to
pretty pissed off about it.
I also don't want to keep.
Better pissed off than pissed on, which he knows because.
He's been
Okay,
pissed
cool.
off.
Yeah.
At your leisure, sir.
Alright,
So
cool.
of course when you do it by yourself.
Yeah, like I said, it's a very cool sword. And as I'm just talking about just how cool this sword is and how awesome it is, I slip my hand out of the rope and pick up my sword again.
I immediately grab my axe.
And I look at Vanguard. I'm like, no. I say, cool sword. I'm not going to attack you. I'm not going to attack you.
As you fucking roll.
Unless the sword says otherwise.
Okay.
It's just, I just don't like the tone being used here. I don't know what happened.
Trying to kill
You
Do you not
Stranger.
see that as a problem?
Technically, I hear you. Actually, roll your persuasion against my constitution, please.
What is your con mod?
It is a +2.
+2. Give me a second.
Oh shit.
Because
My
this-
charisma.
Yeah, this is gonna dictate a lot.
My terrible. This is like my worst stuff.
Okay, and then your charisma modifier.
Mine
Yes.
with guidance 1.
A +1.
Damn.
Yes.
Well,
And then
at
hold
least
on.
it's positive.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
Is it originally negative?
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's my dump stat.
Explains so much.
Now, what was it that you were
Hello.
saying?
You don't see that as a
Yeah,
problem?
do you not see that as a problem that he lost his memory
makes sense.
completely?
Tracks.
Yeah, she tracks.
Okay,
she
it tracks. As I hold the sword, I look at it. I look at Tapel. I look back at it, and hold on. I'm gonna need to roll another con save at this point for this one.
Do you have to touch to it to talk to it?
Would he know? Because he doesn't.
not-
he
I'm
never
not.
lets it go.
Salve is asking that. Ragadosa.
Sorry,
Well,
Hold
he's,
on one
yeah,
second.
he's,
No.
he's paused.
He's
right
purposely-
now.
I'm
In the game, he's
pause
paused,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unpause.
I don't like that.
That's just a fact.
It's a fact of the situation.
Do with that as you want, but there's a fact for you.
What's the fact?
Fun facts with Ragadozo and his
And his
Cool
cool
sword.
sword. Yeah.
Ragadozo and his badass sword.
I don't know about badass it is. He's cool.
Ragadozo and his cool sword.
Cool. So
Is it kind of like
Yeah.
cool whip?
cool. I see what you are saying, but I have also taken down many of our enemies with this sword.
You took
It's
down
proven
one of our
quite
allies.
useful in that point.
Con modifier, persuasion modifier.
Oh, you
Plus
want
6.
My con modifier?
Yes. Constitution
no.
saving throw.
Saving
Modifier.
throw. You can't get
Oh, I
plus
can't
that.
go. It's a saving
I don't
throw.
know
Okay.
anymore.
Con modifier.
I'm playing by the seat of my pants at this
3.
point.
3.
I really want this, like, yeah, you
Oh,
killed
use
allies,
that
or you
one.
killed enemies, but you also almost killed an
Use
ally.
that one.
Just now.
Almost.
Okay.
Oh.
You probably would.
But I didn't actually.
You
Yeah.
were stopped before you could.
And then what is
You
your
don't know what I was going to do after that.
persuasion modifier?
Plus 6.
Plus 6.
How come
I'd
I
say
just
I'd
get
be
straight
pretty
con, but he
certain.
gets persuasion?
Exactly. We don't know what you were going
It
to
was
do
flipped.
after that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He definitely has helped in these fights against enemies. That tracks.
Ragadosa, can you talk to the sword only while holding it, or when you're separated from it as well?
Pause.
Okay.
The DM has spoken.
Life is pain
Those in his bag of swords.
and suffering.
What is pain?
Why are you looking at me like that?
You're channeling Gina Davis. There's no crying in baseball.
You want to go home?
Just 'cause I have a silly plan.
Oh no.
The face?
Technically, with that, with what he asked, you could try to persuade me. Technically speaking.
To try to persuade him to answer.
Yeah, to answer this question.
Okay.
This is why we bumped it up to 10 instead of 6.
Gotcha.
All right, so we've got Sal.
Use these more.
What is your persuasion modifier?
in, like,
+1.
The first 3 minutes.
Say it again.
And then what is your
It's
constitution saving?
0 normal.
Saving modifier?
Sessions so far.
Plus 2.
Yeah, that's good though.
Plus 2?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't,
We're
I
also
haven't been
been talking
around
about
that long.
pissing hands.
You know, talking to people is weird.
Yes. Someone. The pisser of pants.
You're good. Do what you want.
Do what I want? Okay.
He's persuading nothing. I mean, I'd say that out loud either. You feel no obligations to that pot.
That kettle.
No.
Kettle.
According to you, maybe. And so...
That's what I'm saying.
Really?
Like, what I'm saying is, game-wise, you are not. You don't feel required to answer it as a player, as a character. That's your choice now.
Yeah, okay.
You have freedom of choice at this point. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not forced into anything at this point.
We've had a few conversations when I've set him down, but I've never been too far from him.
Okay.
Or rather, it. I don't really know which way it
That him
swings.
is really worrying.
So he's attuned.
Judging by
You can-
the action, it swings every way.
Yeah, baby, like a helicopter.
Oh, that was great.
She says that completely stone-faced, like without any
That is accurate.
innuendo.
This is apparently true.
Anyway, can I talk to it?
I think it has to choose to talk to you.
Alright, well,
I am chosen.
Does your sword have
No.
a name? Or the being that talks to you?
one sentient magical construct to another. You know, we could talk,
I
right?
don't think Dusty's ever actually given me its name.
Well, now's its chance,
the time.
I guess.
Rapunzel. Some stupid ass. Like,
Yeah,
that's why I've never said its name. It's like
Muffin.
princess.
Princess.
Hope not. Black is Night Slayer. Princess. Just.
Stormbringer.
Nightblood. This isn't it a dark blade? Yeah. Edgy.
I'm still going with edgy.
Muffin.
Actually, yes. Edgy.
Edgy the
Edgelord.
blade.
Edgelord.
Edgelord the opener. Opener
Hold
of
on one more
ways.
second.
And creatures.
Opener of people.
Seekers don't make friends. Just saying.
We don't know if we can trust you, bro.
This clandestine.
Your
Conversations.
silence speaks volumes. Right now.
Dusty, can we have a chat?
Oh my gosh!
Pause.
Pause.
Put on your big boy pants.
No.
So guys, if he suddenly attacks us again,
Right?
we put him in the dirt.
We throw the sword in the lake.
Yes.
We knock him out,
Any
and this
lake,
time we
a
get rid
random
of the
one,
sword.
and we don't tell him where it is. And if he somehow finds it again, then we kill him.
Wow.
Let's see how this
Well-
is gonna play out. I think
I don't want to kill Ragadozo. He's my friend, but like,
It is unfortunate what has
he's-
happened. He's.
this is not gonna go well for probably either me or him.
Oh god.
What?
Because
Oh, because you left the
gonna get himself
conversation.
killed. I mean, he's still nearby. It's not like he can't hear what's going on.
But I took left the conversation as like he has.
I walked
gone
away
out of-
far enough to where I was just like, you pissed my
Yeah.
pants."
Alright,
come back and find
So
out.
you're off muttering to yourself
Just,
about your hands?
yeah, just kicking snow.
Yeah. I don't
Just
think he
having a
even
little
heard.
hissy fit?
Or no, he heard about the cursed sword, didn't he? But he didn't hear about like the long
I-
silences.
I have not heard about
No,
the
he
sword.
just he knew that he had attacked
thought
us.
He said that He mentioned the sword before, like as soon as he woke up, he mentioned the sword, and you were still complaining about him pissing your pants. So you were still.
I'm one track mind at the moment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Tunnel vision. So
Understood.
I'm not hearing the.
I was
ambiance.
talking logistics. I wasn't talking like
Of course he
character.
has tunnel vision. He's a dwarg.
Super.
Harry.
This is not gonna go well. And this is not even because I like him that much. In person, I like him a lot. But I think my character, because I've been so out of the realm the last 2 sessions, he's gonna be pissed about his piss pants. But he's gonna be like, what the hell are you guys doing? Because I don't know the backstory of anything.
Except the fact that you pissed your own pants and you're blaming him
I didn't
for it.
piss my own pants. I stand by it, okay? You shut up.
Hold on. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth. And then we'll see if you stand by it.
Actually, maybe it should be cast on Fragatosa.
Yeah, I didn't have it prepared, so I can't do it.
Also, for remove curse, how does that work when you've got a cursed weapon? Because
So what we're just gonna do is it'll break the attunement, and whatever negative effect you will have, you won't have anymore.
Okay. But then if he reattunes with it.
He'll get the curse again.
Glad to be back. Apparently nothing's
But if
happened.
it would it restart a curse, or would it be like gained
Not
at the same
immediately.
level?
You have to re-attune.
I understand that, but if there was a negative that stacked over time, would that
It
stack?
should just be, well, it depends on what it is.
So roll
Some
that
will
first
be
roll.
removed by remove curse. There are some things that get worse, and then at a certain point,
And
they'll only
curse.
be removed by wish.
Oh, don't worry, I almost got one ready for that.
I'll go grab some more cold ones.
Oh no, I'm just looking at
I just took the second one right here. Oh yeah, the one on the door's not over.
What'd you roll?
17 plus 2, 19. So
but we don't,
feeling pretty decent about this.
we don't know if this is good or not.
We don't know.
This might
This
just
is
save
gonna
your
be-
lives.
You'd like to think that.
Save
Well,
somebody's
for
life.
right now, yeah, because we haven't rested, so we're still pretty beaten up.
You'll be the first to go.
That'd be enough, so.
I'm kidding. I'm
Ready
trying to.
for
I've just used everything.
I am ready for it.
Ready?
Yeah, thank you.
Let's say he's ready.
Thank you.
And we got one more in the door. That's gonna be the last, I think, cold one that I got until the other one's cooled down.
Bad shot.
What was that first roll?
Dad,
19.
Dad,
19.
Yeah.
Let's
you
see.
forgot your first gap. That's what I was gonna before you.
Let's see. I'm not using the mild die. Fuck that. I was about to grab the
Please
mild
do the
die.
miles die. Please.
No, I was aiming for your eyes, really.
And
You'll find it eventually.
It was with intent.
hold on. I gotta find my notes real quick.
Just a.
Oh, you got a whole nother beer for this.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, you got 2 beers?
Well, no, one of them for you.
Nipples. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No, tell Dusty thank you.
Thank you.
This is not gonna end well for both of us.
No, it's just not going to end well for me.
No.
There's that.
It's
And
not gonna
then,
end well for both of us, probably.
Oh, no.
did you want to tell me anything, like thematically, of how you're gonna do the next roll?
That hurts. Okay.
Or do you want me to make it up?
What?
Do you want to tell me, like, physically or thematically what you're gonna do before we make that next roll? Or do you want me to say something?
Yeah, you know what? Go for it, because you probably have a better idea of what you want
Okay.
it to look like in this moment.
So, you guys have already seen Ragadozo
Bag of dicks.
strip the binds from his hands,
From
retrieve
what hand?
retrieve his sword.
He is still bound at the feet, though, right?
That's not gonna matter here in a second.
Okay.
Because you can cut it with a sword.
Yep.
Uh,
And other things.
That's an action, technically.
so
if we
he has his sword in hand, and as he is talking to you, and as Salve has already kind of mentioned that he is kind of like he's telling the truth. Slow motion, he just pulls the sword down to slit the rope, gets to his feet, walks to the center of you as you're all standing around, and puts the sword blade down, hand on the hilt, kind of like tip on the dirt, and he turns, he looks at all of you guys, and he's looking at each of you in the eye to grab your attention and says, "Listen to me." As he then says,
For 1 second, I did walk away, so my back is to the group at the moment. Do I hear
so
what's
he's-
going on?
So as he gets eye contact, he looks at, he says, "Sir Paolo." Do you turn?
No.
He looks you in the eye, and you get this sincere eye connection.
Okay.
And then he continues as he goes backwards to keep eye contact with everybody. He says, or do you want me to keep going?
No, I got it.
You got this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh no. Your heart's gonna
Are you
break in a
threatening him?
second?
Pretty much.
Are you threatening him?
No,
I would like.
I'm just ready. I've got the
I'll be
shield up.
honest,
I'm like,
As I look at
I
each of you,
wanted to
I
specify
say,
that I'm prepared to attack. If he starts
So you're
attacking
doing a
us.
held attack, a held
Yeah.
action to do what?
If he attacks us, I'm going to swing on
Okay,
him.
got it.
okay, cool. As I
His sword is very.
I understand that.
Unthreatening
He got
at this point.
closer at this point,
Set
and that's
here.
threatening enough.
I have moved in a way that I could get any one of you as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Here, do we have our little minis? Just make a little.
Yeah,
Put
let's
him in the
make a little
center of the dance
Make a little
floor.
circle. Circle up.
Where is my mini actually?
That's you, right?
I think
No,
it's
that's not me.
No,
like-
that's
No, I actually started painting one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He looks like a ghost.
Oh, is this you?
Right?
That's
I don't
me.
know.
Oh no, that's
I do look
Drow
like
Drow.
Is that?
White Walker.
that's me.
you.
Yeah. Right there.
Where's my White Walker at?
He's over there by the camera.
Yeah, yeah. It's right
And
there.
then I'm gonna try to do this without turning off the TV and the finger.
Is that one?
Yeah.
So without
that
setting up
is
all the trees and
Drow.
everything, at least you guys are in a forest, okay?
Where?
Generalized distances between each of you. Yeah, pretty even. There we go.
I guess while we're doing this way being here, I kept slowly setting up trees for you.
Careful.
It sounds like you guys are gonna jump him no matter what the fuck he says. So.
Now you have no
I
idea
don't
what
plan
I'm
to
about.
attack unless he starts attacking. Shit was scary.
Shit was scary.
Papa, can you hear me? Papa, are you there?
You might be visiting Papa soon.
Jesus.
At your leisure, sir.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Oops, sorry. I'm about to fuck up all the cameras by putting trees up.
Sounds about right.
That's what I do, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so. As I'm standing there, as you perceive it as threateningly, I'm trying not to give off threatening vibes. As I say, I understand that this sword has caused you some harm as I look at Strovinger. I do apologize on his behalf. And for myself for the part that I took in it. And to each of you, and then say, I promise that I will not use it in that fashion ever again, and I will fight whatever comes our way. Hold on. Sorry, getting the next part down in my brain of how I'm going to say this.
Self is gonna immediately get less defensive.
I will say whatever was driving me and this sword to do what we did, I feel no malice towards any of you from the sword. in this moment.
In this moment.
Bloodlust is sporadic. Is that what I'm hearing?
But what drove you earlier?
Okay, hold on. Before anybody
What's your
else...
intelligence? Real quick. And or your wisdom. Like both of
Yeah,
those.
sporadic is a lot of
12.
syllables.
12 for wisdom, but
Okay, so hey, what's your intelligence though?
7. So bloodlust
like
is
streetwise, you kind of get it. Book-wise, you're like sporadic.
Yeah.
What's that word mean?
Fair enough.
It come, it go.
Don't go there.
It come where?
Too late.
Oh, performing the old come and go. You know? Skeet and yeet.
They're not inside the cameras now, which is messing up my whole artistic.
Slam and scram.
Oh, that's a good verb. I'm gonna use that now. Slam and scram. Got scram. Sorry. Sorry, gotta go.
So you made your monologue?
There's
Oh,
more.
Not yet. There's
You
more.
still-
There's
you
more.
Still got more.
I do not see any of you as my enemy, and I am truly, truly sorry for the things that my unconscious self acted upon you. So that I am truly sorry. And then that's it for now.
Okay, so roll your roll,
Okay, cool.
and then I need. Shit. Before everybody reacts, I know everybody wants to, but give us a moment. I need everybody to. Actually, hold on. I gotta write this down logically so I can math it all out right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around.
That's not good.
Give me your Constitution modifiers.
Tell us where to start.
So, let me get Paladin. What's your con mod?
3.
3.
Is this
Save,
for
right?
saving throw purpose or for
Yeah.
Yes.
Skill check or save?
5?
Saving throw. Strovinger's a +5,
6.
+6, +6. Okay.
Stone
Plus
Alarm.
3. +3.
This is a gym.
+3. And then, hang on, I'm gonna math all these bitches out real quick. Hold on.
3 beers, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
That's not
Okay.
good sound. Yeah, keep deep sighing.
Really hope this works.
I had a shit ton of low rolls, so that +5 isn't going to do me much good.
Hopefully you gotta get one in one of yours.
We'll see.
And then
What's my total on the roll? Do you want to know?
That's a 20.
No, I'm gonna tell you. 25.
God damn.
Yeah.
so
19.
Nope. Emissary piece.
so this physical
No.
gesture of coming out with not
After
It's not-
swinging both ways.
right,
That's not funny.
Yeah.
swinging every which way is what it was. Not both
Well,
ways.
no, I said the swinging both ways. You said swinging every which way.
Yeah.
So as he comes out, unthreateningly, very slowly, without big motions, frees his feet. Comes out into the middle of you, basically in a vulnerable state of like, you guys can all strike me. You guys can all jump. He puts his sword in the least attackable position that he could.
You
Palm
could
down,
shoot
upside down, and on top, stuck into the dirt.
He's not an idiot.
Looks and makes eye contact with each and every one of you to create this bond. But listen to what I have to tell you.
Here.
Listen to
My eyes are up
and
here.
down.
What I have to tell you.
I don't have any eyes. Quit
And
looking
he gives
that
this
way.
he gives this very sincere, heartfelt apology and monologue and promise. And this is your friend that you've been adventuring with for at level 1. What did we say? You guys had already been together, so
Like, what, 4 months?
so
Yeah, so
You know,
roughly about 5 months at this
yeah,
point.
like near
6 months.
half a year already. This is something you guys have been through shit with. You've seen him save some of your lives before, and he is now talking to you.
Okay.
And
Sorry, I just thought
It-
of something horrible.
very much is in line with what he's done, who he is, and this is very logical for
So
each
he
and
beat
every
all
one
our
of you.
rules, is what I'm hearing.
I slaughtered them, yes.
I would have had to got the 20 to win it.
So the short answer is he beat you all. But the game wise, everything he said is genuine, sincere, and he is reaching out to you guys heartfeltly. That's what he just did.
Well, that does
Okay.
mean we probably all disarm ourselves.
So
I mean, I do believe in your sincerity. My concern would be if this does happen again, what is the recourse?
What was the
Will you
trigger?
put the blade down if this happens a second time?
I have an idea for that, in fact.
So, let me say this. I hear your concern. It is a very respectable concern. In alignment with my oath of redemption, I shall do what I can in every shape or form to redeem myself to you, but if I do slip, if I do falter, put me down.
So you swear it upon your oath.
I swear it upon my oath.
Alright, there we go. I'm good now.
Cool.
Her brow just quirks up like, very well.
What? You swear on your oath that what?
That if I falter or go out of line to them with the sword, that they should put me down.
Out of line with them.
Like, attack them again?
Yeah.
That's not what you said, though.
Well, yeah, I left it very ambiguous for each of them so that they could interpret it as they would,
Yeah.
as characters. The only person I really need to persuade here at this point is Stravager. Dude,
It worked.
I'm
You succeeded.
sincerely sorry for the things that has happened. Does that mean here's what I'll do. I take my sword, I sheathe it, and I say to
Everyone, get it.
Vengar,
Yeah.
No, that was just
pull
a
your
joke.
axe out, walk with me. If I do anything weird, do your thing. And I'm just gonna use all 20 points of my lay on hands on you, just to get you all the way back up to 100.
No, I don't need that.
Oh, you
much.
don't need? How much do you need?
3.
3? Oh.
He had healed him a
You-
lot.
Oh, okay.
you
I
tried-
was unconscious.
Well,
You
I was-
try to
well, I
feel,
was
you
taking
try
care
to
of
feel
you,
him, but it's
he-
like,
yeah, he-
oh, it doesn't
So,
get,
so
it
I
won't
give
take
you
any
3.
more.
Yeah, I give you 3 to get you back to full HP.
I want to say
As
that
as part of penance. I know this does not fix everything, so.
And then Vanguard, what?
Meditate with one
As-
eye open right now for a
as
while.
friends,
That's fair.
as allies, as practically sworn brothers, I trust you. I don't trust the sword. I don't know what we can do
Just metal.
to overcome this
Where's the biggest tree?
as a whole.
We'll say this.
Because
fatal
I
fake
understand you don't
trump
want to let it
over
go,
Over there?
here. This
but I don't want to let you go.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't
hear
want to
you.
quit you.
I don't want to quit you. It's just like nicotine, baby. Anyway, so I'm going to say to everybody, well, I understand your concern, but let me show you something. As I head over to the tree.
If you one-shot a tree, I'll just be jealous.
So you're he's very non-aggressively making his way over to this tree.
Yes. The most non-aggressive fashion ever.
Are you gonna use your bonus action?
Slow
first?
sashaying.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to
Uh-huh.
model walk my way over there.
Got
Oh no, it's
Different bill.
It's
Are you an ambi turner?
anyway.
He starts to leave the circle.
Yeah.
Does anybody do anything first of all before he leaves the circle?
I'll follow him, I guess.
Okay. He does start walking
He succeeded.
farther
in
away from
convincing.
you. So now Sal's gonna start to follow. How closely?
God, it was so worth burning my channel divinity for that.
There's probably.
And anybody else moving?
Well, here's
Well,
the
we'll
thing.
look at him. Like.
Okay, so you stay there. Anybody else?
I'm keeping a 30 to
I'll
45
watch
foot
him, but I'm not
distance.
following him.
Sauce is fat.
So you're gonna-
move me
you're
up
gonna-
because I don't know any of really.
Wait, is this you?
Yeah.
You're gonna close the distance, you said?
No,
I'll take
30
it.
to 45 foot
Dude,
distance.
that's like 10, 20, that's 30-ish
Okay.
right there.
And
Yeah.
I'll be right up there with him.
And Paolo,
Because I have 0.
I guess we will move.
No,
closer.
no. Yeah, right up
You
there.
just want to
Yeah,
get
look,
an
it's a
angle
tree.
on how's this
Oh.
tree.
And
I
Tapella, you
think
good there?
I don't have the
I
knowledge
want to
of
move with an eyesight.
everything
I
that
don't want
happened.
to just stay in the where we were. I'll follow roughly in the same pace as Strovinger. Yeah.
And then you're gonna stay there?
Yeah, I guess. As long as I have a line of sight, 'cause
Yeah,
that's
you
not
can see
just,
him.
I'm
He's
watching.
not, he's not trying to run away from you or anything.
Yeah.
I just kind of go like,
He stops at the base of this huge fucking tree though.
Slowly turning.
yeah.
Is our camera back on our action since we all moved? Or should I pull him out a little bit?
Pull it up. There you go. Golden.
Don't make a mess. On the inside.
So, I then look at everybody. I look at Venga, dead in his eye sockets.
It is ice.
His eye sockets. And I say to him, Venga, does this tree spark your ire?
It's the biggest
As
tree
always.
As always? Then let me do this for you.
You might want to ask Paolo to back up a little.
Fucking kills
Uh,
Paolo.
where I'm
by accident.
at.
Paolo puppy ducked right up behind you.
Where? As I unsheath my sword, as I look to my right, behind me I see Paolo. I look at Paolo. Yeah, Paolo, could you please give me some space because I need to make big swing to do this.
And all he's gonna do is. Then he backs up.
Okay, cool. How far?
I will go 5 feet.
Okay.
It's just.
And actually, I can see Sapel over there. I'm gonna hollow over at Sapel. Sapel, you might want to move about 10 to 15 feet that way.
She just got.
Skirts over.
There you go.
And she's just like lifts a brow and looks.
What do you want?
Is
Hang on one
Zen?
second to-
Okay, cool. All right.
Hang on. Cool. In addition to everything else. So what are you doing?
I am taking a swing.
Swinging at the tree
Yeah.
or at Paolo?
At the tree.
Okay, the tree.
At the tree.
Just checking.
You
At
sure?
the tree.
That tree.
He's in control right now. Come on.
That's what he wants you to think.
That's
You want to know how to control the Hulk? Because I'm always angry. You want to know my secret cat?
That would be 20s.
doing the math.
I'm just really curious.
24 to hit.
I'm just really curious if the cheesy dice was like the best one.
It got close actually. It was very close.
You hit.
Okay, cool.
Pulls out 18 d20s as damage.
Yeah. The tree
like
doesn't
it's-
even topple. It just goes into like a pile of ash and it goes.
I feel like it's cheating to count the dice he has.
It just like a whole section just disappears and it goes.
Yeah.
The ultimate power, shortening trees without killing.
You might actually enjoy that.
I'll cut you down to size.
All the trees wind up at like
5 feet.
yeah,
There's a whole lot of firewood, but the tops of the trees are now down to here.
Nice.
Twelve, 7, 14, 3, 11.
Hey, shut the fuck up, asshole.
Slicing the look of pain on his face when he's doing math in his head.
33 points of slashing damage.
What do you want us to do?
As I was slicing through, when I go to slice through, the main idea was I was going to slash through and down so that I create the angle for it to fall where I wanted it to fall, which was, as I was standing there, I wanted it to actually fall that way. That's why I told her to move that way. So I wanted to fall this way specifically.
Pull it down.
Wow.
I seem to remember dealing a lot more than 33 points of damage to a thinner tree.
No, I think it was actually that exact same model.
No, it
Or
was
no,
like one
it
of
was that one.
these.
No, you're talking about those ones, the third ones.
Yeah, because she was on top of that, and I had to swing like.
No, she wasn't on top of that.
Just on top of
I
this.
swear. Yeah, but a thinner tree. It's fine. I was just making a joke.
A joke. Yeah.
It had magic.
It had magic power.
Ah, yes, the defense of the dryad.
She cast shield on the tree.
Or aid.
True.
Give it more
That's
HP.
It had,
just a magic
it had
shield.
mage
of
armor.
yours. That actually would be great.
That increases its AC, not its HP. Aid does HP.
Yeah, it just
And
makes it
I then look at Vanguard and I say to him, see, I am in full control of this sword.
I think that just
That was actually concerning to me.
scared us a little.
That shows the danger you could be. If you
I'm
turned
saying
your
this
back
power
on it.
is ours to use.
It is useful
For
as long as
taking
it is not
care of
turned
bad
against
people.
us.
This is why I said if I do slip, put me down.
I would personally be more comforted if I could talk to it.
You never did say if it has a name.
How loquacious does it feel?
I'm so glad that you remembered that. Technically, he is persuading me to let him talk to the sword.
You know the answer already.
I know the answer of what the sword's going to say.
Your character knows the answer already.
Okay, cool. All right, fine.
There's no roll needed.
Fine.
There is no roll needed.
Yeah,
for
and so
this.
I look at him and I say, honestly, I don't know if it will talk to anybody else. It seems so only fun to talk to me.
Okay.
So, I still am still understanding that part of things, but
Can you only speak to it vocally, or is it like telepathic?
Or are you just fucking crazy?
In your mind.
Are we sure it's actually the sword that's talking to him?
Well, what else would give him that? The
Well,
ability.
I would say yes and no. Not totally positive on which versions actually go through.
Can
All
the
right.
sword hear us speaking?
You have to fucking look at Dusty for every single question. God damn it, man.
Is this to say this? I think it does, and it is slightly annoyed that you're asking so many questions. But I'm reminding it that
Quite an
This is
emotional
all-
response for a
So what you're saying is the sword
we are
is
just
our enemy?
trying to get this all worked out and all good, so that way we can continue on our quest to put down the evildoers who stole those people from that village.
Salve puts his hands
And
on
the
like
star
the sides of his
And the starstone.
The light size of his pot.
Yeah. It's like, all right, listen here, you hunk of sharpened metal.
Damn, bro. Starting with Start with some slurs.
You want to keep talking?
Yes.
You
I
keep
want
going.
to know a reason for why you puppeteered our friend's body to attack another one of our friends. A reason would go a long way. Kill them.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
This is why druids do not mess with metals.
Yeah, except for when you get skewered by them.
Yeah, that's why we try to keep far away from them in the first place.
Yeah, we keep
That's
them,
why they
keep
cast
them at
heat
bay.
metal on the people wearing
I
it.
feel it starting to rise.
Imagine if the Pell was the enemy. Fucking heat man.
Yeah. You can go for him first.
So what I do
Not again!
is I then just place my hand on the sword, and it looks like to you I am straining in this moment. Okay? To hold the sword down in the sheath. And I look at him and
It's
I
not
say,
in the sheath. You just chopped a tree down.
Yeah.
I thought I said I put it back in the sheath after chopping.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Sorry, I'm probably thinking of a different point.
So you're trying to hold like a flat in and trying to hold down with your offhand.
What I'm doing is I intend with my sword here. I am just doing this. I am turning it down and trying to place it back into that same comforting position from before.
Give me.
And
It's fighting.
What is your athletics modifier?
+5.
Snap.
I really hate these 10 dice rolls that I had.
Let's see.
They are.
Well, you'll get through all apparently, and then you can make
atrocious.
some more.
Sorry,
Really
Nathan.
wanna do
Just,
something different.
I thought those words would fit best.
How much does this hurt me? So close. You just had to keep talking.
I'm
it's fair
happy
with
about
character.
this
It's fair,
outcome.
it's fair with character.
I don't trust this fucking sword, and if it's that emotional that being called a hunk of sharpened metal is gonna get it to try and kill us, I don't want her around.
True.
We'll definitely get it in a bunch way before it gets serious.
Duel of the Fates start playing.
But you've got it
Not
on the
again.
same spot momentarily, but you know you're not gonna hold it long.
As I wince in slight pain, as I look at you and I say,
Do me hang on. I want everybody. You guys gonna roll this one. Roll a perception check. Everybody
We're
else.
rolling it, not like.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
active.
taking the time to do this
I'm
5 times.
thinking,
Hold on.
since I'm talking to South specifically, I think his passive picks up on it.
17.
21.
Okay.
24.
16.
It was a nat 20.
8.
Paladin.
Duh.
You chopped that big ass tree with one slice, and you're inspecting how clean that trunk is. Everybody else, as you guys are watching the situation and seeing everything, you start to see as he's holding the sword, his hand is like vibrating a little bit, and you start to see some blood come from under his hand dripping down the blade as he is like wincing a bit, and he is like looks like he is resisting or fighting or something's happening right now.
So-
you don't see that.
No, I understand that.
You're counting
So
the ring.
with
You want
that-
to see how old this tree is? You're counting 1, 2,
But no,
3 rings, 4 rings.
What are we in Sesame
no.
Street
So
now?
what I'm gonna do is, what I think Caleb would do is he'll look at him like, very nice. He's gonna walk up to Ragadoza and just go,
Oh god, what the?
that's a fantastic slice. Just don't piss my pants. And then he starts walking off.
Okay. You're gonna come back this direction.
Does that diffuse the tension of the sword?
The sword's confused
Or
now.
does that
Well,
just make it
because I
easier?
mean, there's one person. I mean, obviously for non-RP wise, but I think that's what Ragadoza would do. Because I also don't know this stuff beforehand.
This I swear is the truth.
Get him on, you guys.
Now we're all to you.
Don't we have something to do?
So you're reminded that again. Oh, okay.
You're reminded that you can't have fun.
As in this moment, I muscled the sword down at this point, and it looks like I'm struggling, as per your app description. I then say to Salve, please, just let it go.
Respectable.
I was about to tell you the same thing.
Persuasion, please.
Do I roll
saying
this
the good
or-
things? Sweet.
What is Tapel? What is your persuasion modifier?
2.
And I'm currently persuading Salve to stop asking questions.
Okay. So you're hang on. Let me get these. I'll get Tapel. Shit. 2. Okay. So and Salve.
Yeah.
He's trying to persuade you. So
Yeah.
con save.
+3.
So
What the hell is happening?
okay.
Paolo just
And
feels an
then what
unknown
is your
tension in
persuasion
the air.
modifier?
Currently, it is plus.
No, I just gave him a fucking pat on the arm.
Currently it's
Good
plus
slap. That was a good game. I good gained it.
Slap on the ass.
Not so much that.
Good game.
That's all you
No.
can reach. Come on.
He's not the focus. We can all have a little bit of fun.
What was it that you had said?
Sure, no.
You said for him to drop it, and I said
I was gonna say the same thing.
yes.
You realize after these last few comments, not just these last few, you realize that you are now starting to comprehend the immaturity of the men that are traveling with you. And as soon as you said that, you register as like, in your head, you're like, he probably thinks I need to drop his dick. And that's, and you.
What?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Drop the
that
pants.
one.
You fail.
Just work with me. Come on. I'm trying to navigate this shit right now.
Drop
This
the
is a lot.
blade. Wink, wink.
And
Well,
Sal.
It's attached.
I can let it go and let it dangle. The angle of the dangle.
You're clever enough to start to read in these 6 months old that you are.
A little bit older.
I'm
like
8 months.
8 months old.
Slightly older than how long we've been traveling
you've
together.
been practicing trying to learn the craft of reading body language from these humanoids and studying like tone of voice and things like that. And just hearing the sincerity of what he was mentioning in the circle and seeing the sternness in his face right now as he tells you to kind of like stop this questioning or this subject line. You, as curious as you are for knowledge and to continue to learn, you have now comprehending like not the time, not the place.
I feel like that reasoning.
He's a DM.
I understand, but like it's our safety. It's not knowledge or learning. It's,
No, he lost.
You fuck.
Like you just said, not the time, not the place.
yeah. All right. I'll drop it. Sal will rub his hands. All right.
As I strain out, thank you. And then I think we're good.
And I have
Shut your mouth.
no, I have no direction because I've been inside South.
You're the only one that can say that, by the way.
I have
He's
no
anonymous.
direction as to where we're going. And after I slapped him on the arm, said, "Do not piss my pants again." I start singing, "I get knocked down and I get up again. You're never gonna knock me down."
Keep it going.
I can't keep it going. I can only be running for so long.
Never get knocked down. We're knocked down again. Hey now, we're gonna do it now.
Takes some drink. He takes a lot of drink. Drink.
I'm not gonna do anything.
The
or
tree
say
was
anything
chopped
about
in
the,
one cut.
Yeah, if anything, that just makes me like, it was this, immediately after you did it, I was like,
Hey,
I want that sort.
Tradesies?
Yeah, so that was what went through my mind.
idea.
But I will say this now, even with the convincing of all of this, it is a matter of fact that this sword is evil, and I will not trust it.
So you're declaring
be
without
looking-
knowing that this is an evil sword.
I will be looking for ways to get rid of it throughout the rest of this campaign,
Is
if
this
possible.
is this the player
This is me
talking,
saying
or-
to you,
Oh, okay.
like, that is what my plan is, because I love
So
Ragadozo,
how does your
but as a
character
person.
how does your character come to that conclusion?
Please do that.
Because we saw him attack
By
Stronger.
having
We saw
eyes.
him.
Like-
We saw him talk about the evil. We saw him talk about the sword, and then
I
we
never
know
said it was
that
evil,
the
though.
change in the
No,
attitude was
we're
after he
saying
got the
it's
sword.
evil.
Even without intelligence, wisdom would allow me to fucking realize, hey, something changed after he got this sword. No matter what, he can convince us that he's our friend. He can convince us that he's our ally.
Oh.
Bullshit on the sword.
Yeah.
He is our
Okay,
friend
hold on.
and
Because
ally.
you guys hold up next,
So-
and then I'll come to you.
My thought process was similar. So
Should we
after
pause?
he made this heartfelt promise to
Sidebar?
us, I did just like what my talking to him was a little bit of testing to see how the sword would react, and I did not like that reaction. That was
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
He was able to control it, but the way the
Barely.
sword reacted, I'm like, okay, I'm getting rid of this thing.
Yeah, as soon as like
Wait, Strovinger had his hand up next. He was ready.
I know
I'll come back
he's
to you
our
next.
friend.
Sorry, I was trying to
But
keep everybody from going.
They're
at the same
all
time.
on point. Is he's having a problem with his buddy?
He's
his
a
my
buddy.
weapon.
buddy.
he's addicted to it.
Yeah.
He's a dick to it.
He's addicted.
I like it. I like
Just a
it.
dick.
Yeah, I mean, see, like when he finally drops it and he drops it and you lower the sword, I like Tapel's looking at Solve with like this disquieted like we gotta do something about this because that's not like it's control. I don't think Ragadoso is the problem. I think he's being controlled by this sword in one way or the other, whether it's addiction and he's making the choice, but it's still based on his like whatever he gets out of it, or if the sword is actually controlling him in some other way. It doesn't matter. What matters is the result. So she doesn't like this blade either. She's not gonna go right up to him and piss him off with it.
Hey,
But
don't
there's,
piss in his pants.
Like clearly the intervention we just had didn't work. So
Interventions have never worked. They really are.
you have to separate them from the sword.
Alright.
And I'm the dumbass that was asleep the entire time, slapped you on the arm, said, "Good job."
Good
Nothing
job
gets
with
me.
that tree.
He still doesn't know the sword is like at all weird.
Yeah, he's just
"Ugh."
like
I'm not-
He's just
I'm-
excited
I'm not-
about the fact that I felt some serious wood.
To you, to Palom, it's like he's been sharpening that thing for the last 2 days while you've been knocked out, and that's as sharp as fuck. Watch this.
It's like wow.
You see those sharpening
job.
I'm
videos
not
like
picking up what's been put down.
they cut paper. This one cuts trees.
I mean, I've been sharpening it in a manner of ways.
I'm picking up a soup sandwich. It doesn't work out.
Just a couple of those chunky pieces.
I do.
You need a specific type of bread for that. A bread
I
bowl.
think we overall do drop it for now, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
That's your guys' goal. I don't know what the fuck's going
And
on.
I like how we all collectively came to that
Oh, yeah.
conclusion.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as like he had to restrain it, I'm like, oh, I'm getting rid of this bitch.
It's like, all right, clearly you cannot control it. That blade has
You said I
temper.
couldn't. I did.
Did you though?
Yeah, I did.
It cut your skin, so.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta endure those.
I could
pains
quit
every
anytime I want.
Yeah. It's like I'm.
I enjoyed the pain.
These marks aren't just because I enjoy it. 'Cause sometimes you gotta get a little pain to get to where you need to be.
To feel something.
You gotta feel
Where
it
am
in
I?
your soul.
Where am I at?
You walked away that way.
This
That's
is
south.
by far
I think I walked in that
the
direction.
weirdest.
I have
and
no
dumbest
idea
circumstances of all
All right,
time.
where the fuck we're at.
Let's continue
I want one of those.
traveling and
I
find
can ask my aunt to make you one.
a nice
She made it?
place to rest.
That's a great job.
Yeah.
Should we just double back?
Looks
I
like
don't know
you
how
should.
far we
I
traveled.
think we went a pretty
Is it
big
where you
distance through the thorns, though. That's
Oh.
where we are.
Can I get
now.
the Thin Mints?
So backtracking would be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Especially because, yeah,
And
this
it's
is a
cold
thorny
most of
area.
the time.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a
Well,
thorny
I'm-
subject.
I'm bebopping right now,
It's
singing
kind of
I Get Back Down.
Oh,
So
yeah,
quickly,
you don't-
yeah.
This is like, this entire area is like covered with
just a
thorns.
little
And we have to make rolls to avoid damage.
I
We didn't
guess
know
I
that.
might have to make a fucking roll. We'll see.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm serious, don't do it.
Oh,
A nice resting point first.
Plus the sword weighs 11 pounds.
it's a special tool for later.
That's true.
It is actually a pretty heavy sword.
Does it weigh 11 pounds?
Weighs 6 precisely.
It weighs 10.1 pounds.
Come on, you guys.
No.
Let's
Maybe it's
move.
gonna lift up to 5 pounds anyway.
No,
so.
they can lift 10.
10 pounds.
10?
Yep.
When that change?
It's always been 10
When they
pounds.
made 5e the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm used to it always being 5.
No, it's been 10.
So 5 was always enough to like open a door and flip a switch, that kind of shit.
I mean, a 6-pound sword is crazy heavy.
So it's not like we'd be able to take. It's not like that hand would be able to like silently.
We need a rogue.
Yeah,
might
we
actually be
couldn't
able
do
to.
that.
Maybe incorporeal.
So what are we doing?
Well,
I've already
Press
started
forward
moving
to
in
find
direction.
a good place to sleep for the night.
We're looking to.
oh look, wait.
So you guys can actually use that freshly fallen tree as like a backstop for like your camp if you want. It's a good defensive position.
All right.
How convenient.
Well, I mean, you're saying you want to camp.
Providing protection.
Does this look like the best area we've found so far in our travels through this area?
Through the thorny
Well,
maze.
this is a thorny area because you guys just killed
Yeah,
that
yeah.
creature and she's like over there laying there dead. But it's pretty thickety area.
Could you just like
Let's
walk
go
in
If
circles?
you what would probably work best if you guys are ready to make camp is to spend some time trying to like clear.
Yeah, I
it.
would-
Did,
Yeah.
with the downed woman, did I get a chance to like look her
Search
over?
her?
Yeah,
We haven't done that yet.
I will do that.
No, because you guys have been dealing with my shenanigans.
Yeah, so I will. I mean, since we're still near her, I'm gonna go ahead and walk over.
All right,
As a
loot the
reminder,
box.
Oh yeah, I think I
So unless Vanguard specifically points out that you're calling out to me.
I yelled
Just want to
Paulo.
let you guys know that whole
Okay,
session,
okay.
that
Hey,
whole
'cause I was
right
gonna
there
keep
took us an
bebopping.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's good. Proud of you guys.
Dude, I desperately wanted to make one last like brother to brother. Will you really not drop this sword? But like
He's made it pretty
yeah,
clear.
he said it
yeah.
pretty heavily, and I was like, even if I try, there's like,
Non-zero
it just
change.
makes
The
it.
sword might feel threatened
It
by
just
something
makes it
like
more
that.
likely he's gonna attack us tonight.
So you want to go inspect
me to know
the
and you to
body
find
for
out.
like items? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
we will find out.
Fuck around and find out.
That's
So
keep like
as
fucking
you go
both
along,
of them.
going right now,
and you
still
get
kinda
closer,
like-
You're living
no
in
longer
I
in
piss
the
my
shadows,
pants
but
a little.
it's still dark.
He's trying to come to grips,
Appears to
With
be
the-
but he can't.
Because he's blaming it on someone who is not.
flesh and blood.
One's done that to
So
me.
there are no pockets, there are no weapons, there are no.
Do not.
And
Make
reading
it
context, it might have been more likely that I would have
So
stabbed
it
you
appears that
for
she
being
is
yourself.
using the natural surroundings
I
around
love
I
how
don't think I
the
missed
tap
it
on the
anyway.
back too, like that's
her. So you don't find
nice.
anything
And then you
material
just
that you could find.
Okay.
Like,
and there's nothing.
brother,
hold on. It was friendly. It was friendly.
It was friendly. It's fine.
Allegiances
I don't think Paolo would spread
anything
this
like
or-
that. She doesn't have like a.
Like six
This is
or-
very
Yeah, nothing like that.
It's so great.
No.
The moments where I'm like, please, power, please be the wild card.
But
When am
you
I
get a
not
strong
as
sense.
When am I
Really
not
the
the
wild card?
When am
Yeah,
I
I don't
not?
know.
This definitely
Oh,
have
my
been,
heart's
like,
finally
spawned
calming down a little
from
bit.
Because this could have very easily.
the power.
This is
Because
hard
you guys have
pumping.
been noticing
Yeah,
as you
this
get
could have easily
deeper
turned
into
into like
trying to
a death
navigate.
fight.
Each one of your
Creatures that
characters
are
and how they work
bigger,
and how each
faster,
of you
stronger
work.
than they should be.
And that motherfucker
And-
right there.
And creatures.
Each time he went,
as you guys saw,
Let's talk
Colin
outside.
explained to you,
Hold
that
on.
were created from pure evil. Those like
Because
little
I honestly had also
goblin-ish
qualified what
things.
you know.
And this creature
exactly
looks like
what you
it's
say.
kind of
Because it's kind of hard to do.
actually been grown straight
Yeah.
actually from.
Yeah, it just says
Okay.
this. You need innuendo and
I need
inflection.
There's no like.
context.
So instead of walking away empty handed,
It's instead of
some of that.
kill them all. It's
How's that sound?
Could
kill
what?
them all.
Instead of walking away with
Could
something,
be.
you walk away with that
If you
kind of
keep
knowledge.
talking, it's
That
not
helps.
gonna be pretty.
Give you a little something there.
Stop asking questions.
Okay. So what do we want to do? We're gonna make a camp.
I love it.
Well, I picked my
Are
wardrobe.
you guys making? Are we making a camp?
Or do we want
And
to
the bunny.
A little,
Yeah, I fucking love it, dude.
This seems like a.
I really need a holy
place
hand
unless
grenade
you
event.
think otherwise.
we've cleared it out.
All right.
It
And-
seems logical not to move forward to an unknown area where we may have to battle some other creature. These
Correct.
creatures are becoming, I believe, more common with the.
That and it
Maybe
seems
turn
like
right that we
we've
were
killed the
going
boss
through.
of the area. People would probably, creatures would know to avoid this thing. Probably.
Hopefully.
It's
The
not
intelligent.
an unreasonable
I don't
assumption.
think I have the name of the people, but I do want to chime up for a second, Dusty.
Yeah. It's DM done. Sucker.
use his title.
Yo,
Show
can
some
somebody get
respect.
some like
So
like,
respect for the chair.
some, like dust or something, just so they could just go. Hi, Dusty. Real quick, just start throwing dust out of there.
I've been asleep.
Fucking a pocket full of
Pocket
sand.
dust.
Guys,
Yeah.
guys, guys,
Yes.
Pocket shadow.
Been asleep for what seems like a fortnight. I don't know. I can't even keep tell. However, where do we stand
In the middle of the forest.
on the evil that we were trying to chase?
Oh, we met some of them, killed most of them. One.
Oh, you
One
come
ran
encounter with them, so they are evil, huh?
Oh yes, they are.
Very much.
Well,
so.
they attacked us. It's not like we had a chance
Nasty
to really.
little
Yeah.
beings.
Well, they
interact with them.
not only attacked us, but they preemptively like put a fucking trap on us with logs and
So
shit.
where
So
do
they
we
got
start
some
heading
Yes,
preemptive
now
we
we
have
haven't
now.
seen this.
Oh.
Was it?
If that
That
matters.
was the. That was
I
the.
thought that was the first encounter we got.
No.
He didn't see that
Wasn't
letter.
During the
What,
long
how many hit
stuff.
points do you have?
Isn't that what
I'm full health.
or is
Uh,
that-
What's your total?
30.
I don't remember
Near the
anymore then,
dr-
because I thought the first attack we had was the log one where we got
Yeah.
across the river,
Yeah.
and
I
that
mean,
was
I
where we
technically
actually
could
met the
actually
evil, and that's what I was.
Well, no.
No, that was the spiders and yeah, the drow
So
riding
spiders
the
and
spider.
drow that attacked
So-
us
Are
in
they
the
not
shadows.
evil?
So if you
No,
guys,
remember the little
Yeah, but
like
they're
gnome
different
they're
things.
sized guys?
That's
That's
These
what
are
he's talking about.
so
the questions.
The ones that were hopping from
Vanguard.
tree to tree.
What is
Vanguard.
this?
That was from we found
when
on
you
one of
guys
the
were on
bodies.
that main path,
We have
and then
stayed
it split
behind
off
for
into like that small
moon
path.
We chose the small.
Haleb had told you guys that there was you guys had found some like small footprint looking tracks.
Oh, okay.
And he had hinted like maybe we don't want to go this way, and everybody's like, well yeah.
Oh, was it the things we fought in the tree?
What? We
Yeah.
fought zombies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were awake when that happened.
I
That
did
was-
not.
that was
I
at
did
the
not
fork in the road.
realize they were zombies.
In the fork in the road when they came out of the dirt.
It's my bad. No, I
Aren't
wasn't
they
there for
the
that.
dead
You missed that
villagers or
episode too. That was
No,
like
I
that was the
there.
episode
I've
like
been gone 2 episodes.
that wasn't the
But
last
that
two
was
episodes.
Yeah,
like a
this
few
was-
episodes ago.
Yeah.
You just forgot.
You were there because you're the one that was telling him, hey, if we don't go this way because.
Oh, I guess
there's
I didn't
different
realize
creatures
that.
And then we didn't do that one session
Well-
because I was in Oregon.
Hey, take that away. Ignore that part.
Rewind.
I was trying to play with.
So, anyways, at that episode where the zombies came out of the ground and you guys found that
I remember.
side branch, he was like, no, maybe we don't go this way because those not
Yeah.
not
I
good.
remember
We
it now
ignored 'em.
because I
And
got
those were
angry
the-
at you when
And
I
those
tried
were
to
the
search for
footprints
my
of
hand
those.
axe.
Yeah, those were the footprints of those little things that looked like basically goblin size, but they
Gremlins.
were
They're evil.
they were spawned from evil, and those were the things that jumped out of the trees that he. Did I fuck up the camera? Those were the things that were hopping
You
from
got
the
all
trees
excited.
at you. Those were those evil versions. They weren't just goblins.
Speaking
right
of
behind
names.
So, so that's what he's now saying. He's like, oh,
Okay.
but you found them and you fought them. He's like, and you lived. What the fuck?
You said found them and fought them?
It sounded
Sounded
like-
like you said fuck them.
Found them and fought them and then fought them.
Fucked him to death.
That's the back there. Unless you want to read it again.
Okay. So,
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Paolo, so that's the letter they found on one of those
No.
creatures that were hopping from the trees. Did you get to read it?
Palop just read it. Handed it to me. Sorry, I'm laughing at the last line in there. We live to slay. We live to slay. Slay, bitches, yeah.
Do we know who Graspeel is?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
I know the Muffin Man.
Someone who lives on
Have to
Drury
kill
Lane.
him.
Of course I know the Muffin Man.
The one who lives on Drury Lane?
I will do it for you. You guys also tell him that you didn't slaughter all of them. One of them, at least one
I
of them.
did say
got
that.
Yeah,
away.
he did.
I'm just saying you're telling him.
Yeah, one got away.
Clarifying.
We
Ran
couldn't
away.
kill all of them. Little bastards.
He's
So
Tried,
Robin,
man.
so Robin bravely ran away.
We'll be back with greater numbers.
I lost? I'm so sorry.
Right?
He's like
Script.
coconut.
I get another
She'll
shot.
return later with greater numbers.
Could return with
Steamfist.
greater numbers. Could be letting people know where you're at, which way you're headed, all kinds of stuff could be happening.
Got to do this. I
Okay.
apologize.
So we're spending some time. We're trying to do a shorter or long rest.
I need a long rest if you want me to have any spells.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bullshit!
I think it's a good chance for us to recover emotionally after what we've been through.
Okay. So I need one volunteer.
So, the
Question first.
For what?
yeah, has it been 24 hours since we rested at the house?
It's close. It's close enough. You guys are traveling a long time.
I'll volunteer.
All right. I need you to decide higher or lower.
Higher than 50?
Can you
Lower than 50?
I just said higher or lower.
Like reception thing, is it gonna be sentry mode? Was
Yeah,
that?
'cause
I'm
it's-
feeling. You know what?
Uh,
Hold on 1 second.
I'm
feeling pretty low right now.
Low's good for you,
Yeah.
or low's bad for you?
Low's good for me.
All right. Let me set the number.
Hang on, let me please.
Got a good hang down right
All right. So there's the number. So it's got to
Sorry,
be
Amber.
that number or lower is gonna be good for you. Higher than that number is gonna be bad for you. And it's not gonna look good. Okay.
No.
There's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
Get it together.
So you guys are gonna spend some time trying to get camp.
Huh?
You guys are gonna try to spend some time getting camp ready before we actually start resting. So, like, how big of a clearing are you guys trying to make? How much time do we want to spend? Give me some data, and then kind of figure out where's everybody at. Are you making a campfire? If so, here's a campfire.
Did we make a campfire normal?
Let's see what we're looking at.
How
It's
cold?
fucking cold out here.
Usually,
No,
yeah.
there's
it's
no
been
sun. We'll make
freezing.
anything
from the
up.
Yeah, I
desert.
think we make a like
Small
a,
fire.
a fire pit, like
Yeah.
dig into the ground, so
Yeah.
it doesn't create a whole lot of light.
And preferably we crush all the thorns nearby so that it doesn't spread.
We've already cleared out the area.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
so
we
we're gonna,
cleared
we're gonna
out
have to
a
spend
good-
some time chopping
Yeah,
and
and I-
pulling
What he's
clearing.
going
And I
to
think
40-foot radius.
Oh, I thought you said
we
around
would want to
City,
have
30.
the 8-hour
He-
folks,
he mentioned
like
it,
we
but it's
prepare
like
their
the-
areas first so they
he
can
was
rest
collectively
first.
saying
While
that all the actions
those
should
of
be
us
taken
who
together
are
and then-
4-hour
only
folks
need
or
six.
no hour
Six.
folks.
I know,
Yeah.
4 hours.
Well, technically,
yeah.
you have to be in sentry mode for 6 hours, but I'm still conscious.
Yeah.
What is that?
Normal, like normal orc things need 6, right?
No.
Or is it 8? Okay.
So the
Yeah.
question is going to be: is how big of an area do you guys want to create that you guys can hunker down in and be comfortable with?
40-foot diameter.
Like a 40-footer.
It's 20 on each side.
20
Going
foot
all the way around.
radius.
Yeah, 20-foot
One
radius.
fireball.
One
Yeah.
fireball.
So we're looking at what, about 8 inches there?
And the tree is already a good like backstop as we said beforehand, right?
Yeah.
So we can use that as part of it.
Looking about 8 inches, huh?
So let's do.
Looking about 8 inches.
It's about that.
It's about 9. Oh, okay.
Do you have the fireball template?
Is that guy math or actual math though?
No, it's actual math.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, sorry, black guy math.
Oh my god. So you guys want to use that? And you guys want to go...
Which means it's true.
You guys want to go, what, 40...
I don't even know who the
40
first
feet
I
out?
was asking about the 9 inches.
So 9 inches. That's why I said it's like.
Are we using the
It's
tree
accurate.
as
Yes,
our
we-
backdrop
I-
and
I
then
did.
40 feet out?
I didn't think so. That
Yeah.
using that, 'cause-
I was
See,
talking
if I
about
said 9, I'd be talking.
Okay, so 40 feet out.
I'm talking about circumference, not length.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Here.
Trust me, I was
Making a dick joke.
You've seen me be serious.
So like out to about here-ish is what we're looking at. And you're just trying to make it like a little circle area, something kind of like that.
Something
Something
like
like
that.
that. Something around those lines.
And then you guys want like the fire there in the middle-ish.
Yeah, dug into the ground. So it's not
Actually,
level up
there
in the
should be
water.
another tree felled in a similar area.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
another
because
tree.
we knocked it down because of her.
Yeah,
What'd you
yeah.
say? It was
She's
that
like
one?
a girl's tree.
There you go.
Okay.
Drag it over here.
I was gonna try and make another thing, but honestly, I don't know if it was like large enough to be another backdrop. It was a smaller tree.
And back in time.
Okay.
Like
I
seems
mean,
to
it
be
was pretty tall. Yeah, it was a tall tree, so it would be relatively thick.
And it'd be relatively hard to bring over here.
I mean,
It's got all
These
those
are
branches
muscle.
and it's in all that thickness. We're gonna have to
do
spend
have a
time.
20 strength now.
We're gonna have to
That
spend
is-
all that time trying to clear the thicket, trimming branches in order to try to drag it over. But it is something that's doable, and it'll definitely cost time though.
Yeah,
I don't think it's worth
the
the
time.
Okay. So we've got that. So you've got your little or your big tree backdrop. You've got your area that's cleared out. You've got you adjust the people and the fire, whatever you guys want. I'm just trying to help out here. So put your people where you want. And then, so let's just say getting all this done with everybody takes 30, 45
Like
minutes
peaches.
to get you guys nice
I
and
do.
comfortable here.
Okay.
Big old beaches.
All right. So now what are we doing?
Millions of peaches.
So everybody's
Peaches for
just
me.
sitting down, relaxing, chilling out. I didn't hear any of the side stuff.
So I'm gonna take first watch.
You're gonna take watch, okay?
He is technically the least tired out of all of us.
So watch.
I'll go to sleep first.
We've got Paolo.
yeah, you need full 8 hours, right?
I need the
Yeah,
full
they
8
get
hours
over
too, so I
exhaustion,
wanna sleep first.
Okay.
Because I
And so
also
Paolo,
have a
how
level of
long
exhaustion.
you want to do the full 2 hours?
Say it again.
You want to do the 2 hours?
Yeah,
It's
so we're fighting with
technically
a level of exhaustion.
For a long rest, if the encyclopedia confirms me, is you could do like 2 hours.
Low activity and
and
then
have a
6
watch.
hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to do your full 2
I
hours?
was doing full 2 hours.
So then-
Yeah, there's a little bit of not regret. What is it? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Give us some more context.
Disappointment?
Yeah. There's no, not piss myself because I didn't piss myself.
You pissed at
You
his
pissed
pants.
me.
I love
But,
that.
but there's just some kind of internal just turmoil. It's like I've been gone so long.
Oh, disappointment of missing of actions,
Yeah.
and they're telling you about what's
And
happening.
I was not there for my people, so
Perfect.
I'm
That's
standing
my
up for
homies.
that.
What do you mean, you people?
You know exactly.
We're talking about my people.
Okay, so 2 hours, and you want
My
to kind of make
long-eared
up,
fellows.
you feel like you want to make up for lost time. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Paolo's gonna like, no, you want the rest? I got this. Okay.
Duh.
Is anybody gonna relieve him in 2 hours or no?
Yeah, sure, I
Yes.
will.
I
Okay.
need some relief.
So next we're gonna have Sal,
Give me some relief.
and then Sal, you're gonna do 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then after Sal, is anybody else gonna go, or are we gonna be done?
What was that? That's
That's
been
only
4
4.
hours.
I'll
So that's
go.
Okay. And then I'll go after
Strobinger?
Strobinger, I guess. I'll
So
take the final
3
shift.
is,
I'll be
Already
already both be
meditating
up
for
for
things.
so I'm good, but
and then
Yeah.
4th
Spells
is
won't kick
Tapel.
up till
But
like-
he's actively where I'm kind of like, I don't know, making my tea.
2
or
and
whatever.
2.
I feel like I turned the base.
I'm getting my tea prepared so when it's my shift I could be like.
So it's 2 hours of being alert
Yeah.
versus 2 hours of.
well, since they're elves, they do 4 hours of rest, so they don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
I
could
already got
be
my
alert
4
if
hours.
she
wanted.
And if we want to go per rule,
Keep
we
scooting away
can do 2 hours.
Why are you
We
not
still
here?
got a long rest.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep it
What?
game tactics.
Gang, gang.
Elves
Okay.
do it differently because they have.
I know their long rest is completed quicker than 8 hours.
Yeah, elves do it different.
Elves do it differently. Okay.
They do it differently.
So now I need to see when the thing
Shotgun.
does the thing. Okay. Shit. All right. So then now that's gonna be.
Oh, Mark.
Shitty.
Such a refreshing breath of air.
Oh.
Wow.
Ha ha ho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minivan.
It's not a good sign.
Interesting.
Is it though?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I started learning some Russian words here and there. Just to put it in.
So in the
Starts
first watch,
screaming
Paolo,
curses.
Duh.
go ahead and roll me an active perception check.
Every time
Can do.
Active.
Ooh.
Are you actively
And
perceptive?
That is 15.
15?
Duh.
Okay. You notice it is still dark as fuck.
I can't even see my own hand. He's dark.
But
Don't smile. Don't smile.
what is nice though is you are able to get as close as you want to this fire. You're not in the warmth of South. However, the fire is doing a good job of keeping you warm out in this
Yeah.
cold ass air.
Yeah.
And there is some snowfall. Not that you can really see it falling, but you see it starting to accumulate on the ground in the area you've cleared. So in your 2 hours, you kind of walk and you keep stepping on it, and it melts it again. You're like, ha ha ha, no fresh snow here, fuckers. And so you keep the snow down. But everything's good.
Duh.
And after a couple of hours, you can go wake up Sal. Dink, dink, let me crawl inside of you.
I'm already awake.
He's like, he wakes you, or he grabs your attention by like
Trying to
trying
get
to
in.
claw, like climb in.
Just like a hand goes. No.
Batting away
So
the
no,
snow,
here's the
like,
thing.
no.
He's like
You've been
halfway
inside
up your
of me
body
enough.
at this point, and you swing back. What do you mean?
No means no.
I don't know, probably his side. Like, you know,
Ah,
okay.
there.
So Sal,
Grab him by the
Right.
nuts.
And the family jewels.
so where's everybody else gonna be sleeping first of all? Did you guys?
I'll be resting
By
you
the
back
tree.
against the tree.
So you're gonna be sleeping back here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm gonna
right
move
next to
myself
you.
back there after
You're
my.
gonna go next. We can move that bush out. Just so you guys
Sleeping
cleared that.
near the tree is
You
the
wanna be-
safest.
I'd be right
possible
next to him,
thing,
yeah,
you
because
know?
Sometimes the bush is okay.
Oh, you're awake. You're on duty right now.
But we
And
cleared.
then.
it's my turn.
She's
Oh no
so
no.
clever.
So you're weak.
Oh,
You're
I feel
asleep.
so
I'm
nice.
sorry. And then
Meditating.
you're out. Paula, where are you gonna be sleeping?
I'm gonna be on the tree as well if there's a spot for me
like,
to
yeah,
do
like
so.
right there.
Yeah.
And then you two guys just against the tree somewhere or what?
Yeah.
I wanted to be against the tree just for safety's sake.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm.
Closing
I need
off
my
a
sleep,
venue
bro.
of
I need my
approach.
6 hours, my beauty rest.
Okay.
You're gonna need
So there you go.
So you can properly cut down trees.
We'll just kind of like put the fire,
Yeah.
like, I guess,
Oh my
here, kind
fucking
of
God.
closer
It's got
to
a-
the tree-ish, so it's kind of keep
it's
everybody
got a-
warm, if that's fair.
Something to live up to.
Okay, so Salve is
For
out.
real.
Salve, give me an
I've
active
been
perception
upshowed,
check,
you know? I
please.
gotta.
Do you want
Do
me to
my
just
thing.
give you the modifier?
No,
or-
go ahead and roll it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Okay,
asking, I appreciate that.
28.
You
Entire forest.
don't have dark vision. However, what you notice
You sense God.
is some of your teammates snore, and you've spent this time like trying to figure out the
Sleeping patterns.
how you don't have vocal cords and you don't have an esophagus, and like what the fuck is making this noise out of these fleshy beings? It's like why does that noise come out of them? Because you don't snore,
Would you like an
and so it's just a little pondering.
Alternate theory.
Should I roll a
flatulence.
medicine check? Is it like the vibration? Or
Do you actually want to go and actually try to poke somebody and try to investigate?
Uh,
It's actually not bad.
A medicine check, you'd be like trying to touch, prod, poke, listen, maybe put your pseudo ear to the breath.
so
Chances of waking them up. Or would you like to just try to conceptualize in your brainish
No, I'm gonna
concept.
go observe Strovic.
From a distance or touchy?
I'll get
scientific
close. I don't
method.
think I'm going to touch,
Okay.
but I'll get uncomfortably
So
close.
Strovinger, huh?
If he could breathe, you would feel it.
He's like, I'm just looking at you.
Strovinger's this one with the stick, eh?
With the stick.
Alright.
Jose
Let's
Jalapeno.
do.
Stick.
You want to do medicine? Or
Yeah, medicine is.
Okay, go for it.
I go.
Uh,
Your wife randomly singing. My name is Jose Jalapeno.
27.
So as you're like studying him, and as Strovinger had nicely volunteered, is you're trying to study the without really like touching the airflow in and out of like the mouth and nose, but all of a sudden you hear air escape from the other end of his body, and you're like, there's a new question. Why does it come out that side? Why does it sound like it's like slappy?
And since I'm actually just meditating and not
No, he
sleeping,
doesn't
I'll
have a
say
vagina.
it's active breathing and flash.
Why would you say that, then drink?
I rolled an 18 to see if I
that
noticed
hurt.
he was there. I noticed he was there.
Okay. Your shift concludes. Yes, question.
I'm
Oh,
asleep
so
as fuck, bro.
he's the one I'm waking up next, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yes. So
Yeah,
so
I'm
you're
just
able
gonna-
to do the countdown, and you're just kind of like checking on him. But of course, you want to make sure you're checking the area, which you can see with. Basically, that's really cool because the light kind of gives you that area that's lit up, anyways. And nothing of danger seems to be approaching you. Maybe the fire's kind of keeping it out, even though you have it buried down. It seems like maybe it's keeping stuff at bay until you're like, it's time.
I'll gently wake him up. You've gotten your full rest as an elf, then?
Yep.
Excellent.
Time to pay attention.
So,
Get your ass
I
up.
do have a question.
Shoot.
So you have mage hand, yes?
No.
I knew it was coming.
That's
why I went to sleep
I
first.
wanted to wait the first night, at least, you know? Give him a time, give him a break.
Well,
Which is fair.
currently, we could take the sword from Ragadozo. Right now,
Okay,
he's
the Ord say.
severely injured, so now's the opportune time.
I don't know, everyone else is down, but all our depleted abilities.
No,
But let's see how he
The
controls
reason
them
I looked
first.
at you,
I don't know.
different reason.
I was just reminding you though.
I called it
Shit.
a hunk of sharpened metal, and it almost
But Mad Max, right?
made him break his oath.
Are you?
Let me ponder upon your words.
Okay.
No. What I'm saying.
Underfoot.
Oh,
The other side.
that.
Well, there's light. He can't see
What
me.
race are you, a half elf?
Half of yeah. So I do check.
Let me
Yes.
ponder your words.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
That was, yeah. That might be lost on you.
Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see. There's enough light here.
Okay. All right.
That's what I was.
So how many
Okay.
things
All right.
are
You can.
So what are we doing?
No, I just said we should ponder his wise words.
Okay.
Nudge, wink.
So then Strovinger's gonna take your watch, and then Salve, you're gonna go back against the tree, straight places, or what?
So it's like it's slightly warmer. Yeah.
I can move further on the end. I don't need as much warmth as the
Okay.
others.
So can somebody pull Strovinger out? So he's doing watchish. He's probably want to get warm up by the fire.
Hold out.
Maybe. And make sure he's putting more wood on the fire, keeping it going. Whoever's on watch is obviously going to be taking care of the fire.
Work in the wood.
Working the wood, as it were.
Work in the wood situation.
Alright, guys.
Stroking it a little bit.
Okay.
Act your age,
Stroking
not
that
your
fire.
shoe size, okay?
Stoking.
No, I said what I said.
Said what I said, and I meant it.
I meant every word.
Strovinger, can I get a perception check? And you do have dark vision, true?
Yes.
Nah,
I've got a 4.
That's 4.
that's pretty awesome. We love that.
Well,
Maybe I die today.
Are you distracted with anything? You got something on your mind that I should know about?
The sword.
He's thinking about stealing the sword.
just that sleeping holy man over there and his situation.
Holy man. Thank you. I am quite holy indeed.
I'd like to put you full of holes, but
Okay.
It's a different problem.
Yeah.
Or a different day.
You realize that obviously kind of being walking out and pacing, there is still like breeze here and it is fucking cold, man. You guys are starting it's been what, about 4 days you guys have been trekking through this shit in the dark?
I don't know. I've been
And
asleep.
yeah, we only
shut your mouth, you'll sleep again.
Yeah.
And you're realizing that you notice as you're kind of like walking around to the perimeter of the area of your camp you guys made that you very, very quickly want to kind of back up and re-warm up by the fire. But you don't seem to notice any dangers approaching or anything like that. You do get to the point where your internal clock tells you it's about time for T'Pel to do her watch now. And maybe finish resting up yourself.
well,
He's an elf. He's already had his 4, so he's good.
You can still do what others
Like
Yeah.
activity. Yeah.
So you're gonna wake T'Pel up. And then
And at
where
this
do you
point-
want?
might be time to.
Where do you want
At this
to
point, me
position
and
yourself?
Ragadozo
I'm gonna go
would
get
up
back
too.
towards.
Yeah, I would.
Where
I
you
would
where you
start
were,
doing,
or in a different spot?
Where I was.
Okay.
If it's still open.
Yep. So T'Pel goes up.
Nice and warm by
You
the
go back
fire. Just
over there.
oh, this is better.
And is there anything specific that you wanted to do before we start doing like watch stuff or anything?
No, I mean, I would give another once over to Ragadozo, just paying attention to how he's laying, where his sword is.
I couldn't.
Can
I
I get
couldn't
a-
do a ritual. Could I do a ritual detect magic cast while
I got one.
Well, doesn't that?
Pella was more on the ball than I.
So it's been
I
been
would
6 hours. So anybody that recovers at 6 hours, you guys can recover.
Oh, nice.
Here's my question.
Excellent.
I could do a ritual cast of detect magic and just sort of glance over his way and see if that sword glows
No,
bright or not.
it's after the full day.
It does.
Just wanted to make sure before.
Anything else on glow bright?
Do you have any other magical stuff? I don't think you guys do. You guys were just level 4, right?
Well, I have a
Where
plus
you got
1
it?
shield.
Yeah, his shield.
So the
his sword.
shield and the sword glow, but nothing else.
I have my helmet.
Detect magic tells you what kind of magic too, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it'd just be enchantment, probably.
I have my helmet
Oh right, and we've lost
But
your
no,
fight.
That's right, the centaur helmet.
Oh.
That glows.
from Seguin
By now.
8 hours.
or Seguin. Did you say Seguin or Seguin? Does it matter?
And he's got the luck stone.
In me pocket.
So yeah, the axe used to glow, but since you guys
I have
pulled
a
that out,
question.
the stone glows. Yeah.
The salve glow. Because he's a magical construct. Wouldn't he
It's
glow?
more mechanical than magical, right?
I'm just curious intellectually, would you glow or not?
Did he got gears?
Technically, no, because I don't deactivate in like an anti-magic field.
Right, and that's okay. I just
Did
it's
you ask
just good
something?
to know.
Did I miss?
I was just. I said, do you got gears inside you? Like mechanical?
And he's got a little moving gears in his little brain pocket. It's not in his head like you guys
Who?
would think because it's somewhere else, wherever he says it is. Could be in his armpit or his knee. who
No,
knows?
I slept with you.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, you're still asleep. Shut the fuck up.
What?
So-
No, it's after the 6.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thought
it's
you
been
needed
6
2,
hours
2,
at this
2,
point, so
2,
I'm up
and now
too.
we're all awake. Technically.
They can be doing light activity.
Yeah.
But you still haven't
just
recovered yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
haven't gotten
we're
their stuff
up.
back.
Okay.
And
So who all recovers at short or at the 6 hours? Just the elves?
Those two are 4. I'm in
4,
6.
6, 8, 8. I don't know about
Wait,
power
who's
eight.
the 6?
I'm
Oh, you're
pretty
getting
sure.
6?
I'm pretty sure I'm 8.
Okay.
So the 3 of us are.
As a dwarf, good.
So it's just orc, dwarg, and half elves that are still waiting.
Well, I got that work.
Half orcs are.
What?
Okay.
Get it right now.
So, but you guys
Memoirs?
are still could be
You're
still
tired.
laying there sleeping
Yeah.
or kind of lightly sleeping or whatever.
I'll stay in sentry mode.
Okay.
Just slightly being awake.
And then
The bow?
T'Pel again. You were trying to see what again? He was casting magic and shit. Sorry.
I mean, it's not like I was necessarily trying to see anything.
Yeah.
It was just I'm looking him over
Yeah. Cool.
with concern, like,
Uh-huh.
and taking note of where the sword is in relation to him and how he's sleeping with it.
So, with everybody's interest in the sword and him knowing that,
Not everybody.
he's definitely most of the people with heightened interest in this sword and knowledge that was running through his head during that whole thing, he is definitely sleeping with a firm grip on it and making sure that it is not going to be easily pulled from him without him knowing it. And at this point, he's mostly rested. He's not. If he's still sleeping, he could be like lightly sleeping.
Well, as I'm getting ready to walk off, I'll bend down and whisper at the sword. It would be appreciated if you can be a part. If you can.
You motherfuckers need to leave this sword alone.
It would be appreciated if you not only keep Ragadoso safe, but allow us to continue to be friends. And then I'll walk off to do my.
It would be appreciated if you could not only keep us safe, but what?
Keep Ragadoso safe. And continue to allow us to be friends.
Us to be friends.
Persuasion check on sword.
Keep Ragadozo safe and allow us to be friends.
It's gonna take it in some weird fucked up AI. Keep Ragadoso safe. Kill them all.
Monkey paw.
The only way to keep him safe is to kill him.
If he's
That
dead,
way
he
no one
can't be
can hurt
hurt.
him. That's Dusty Logic right there for you. We could put it through.
So that was some cool role-playing stuff. I like.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Then you're gonna go doing your watch. So you're gonna move forward.
Sure.
And then go ahead and do your perception check. Active perception check.
Me?
No.
9. Oh wait, no. Plus stuff.
Plus stuff.
Yeah. What's perception? Plus.
What is
6,
perception?
so
It's like it's
15.
how you observe
15.
and see things.
15.
All right, 15. Let's see. So you just notice, obviously, that the ground is still kind of like wet. From obviously the snow, but the area you guys have cleared, you can see most of it is kind of like wet and muddy-ish, dampish.
What do you mean by that?
Because the centuries before you walking and keeping them kind of like squished out, and you can see lines
And journaling.
through there.
And this is also your exit for when you go back to Oregon.
And then here's what I need
Is that
everybody
something
to
back
do.
to orifice?
I need everybody to roll initiative. And then
Is this the 8 hours stop?
this is before the 8 hours. So you guys are gonna have some
What's
Okay.
the Final Fantasy
choices.
7?
Did anybody get 20 or higher?
22.
22 as well. Yeah.
Okay. Your basic dex scores.
15.
18.
So we got Strovenger.
Yeah.
I'm on edge.
And then we've got 15 to 20.
19.
Oh Jesus, let's go 19. You have 19?
No, those 2 hours aren't going away.
You have 19? Okay, so 19, and then we've got
You'll let us some steam.
18.
18,
Dude.
17,
Yes.
17, 16?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we've got Paolo,
Yeah, stress relief.
and then
Stressful day. And I cut down like 2 trees
14,
yesterday.
13, 12, 11, 10.
What's your? Oh yeah, you were 22.
Yeah, we already beat you.
Normally I'm
Sit
lower
down.
on the totem
Sit
pole,
down,
but,
sit down
you know,
lower. Lower your seat.
Yeah,
Sit lower.
You're giving us a
physically
complex.
lowered.
Swing low.
Sweet chariot.
So you didn't see it because you didn't notice it. However, Chappelle, you feel something try to strike against you. As a plus 57 to hit. Okay.
Plus 80 billion jillion?
Wanna make asshole? 18 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, that practically is 80 billion. Or whatever he said, plus 56.
You take. Oh. You take 2 bludgeoning damage as something strikes against you. And then you start to see this like gray shiny blob kind of like pull off your leg, like a little pseudopod off of it. And it just pulls back. You look down and you see your leg start to sizzling and bubbling as you take an extra.
Give it the bird. It's for your safety.
8 acid damage as it recoils off of your leg. So the bludgeoning was first, and then that is sizzling acid damage after that. Are you wearing any armor?
Leather.
Oh god.
It's leather armor.
Okay. So the part that you have kind of like covering your leg is now damaged. Like some of like where the stitches are together, the stitches have eaten off and starting to kind of peel open in a spot. Okay. And with that, we go to the top of the order. Strovinger. You really haven't heard or seen anything yet. You are still relaxing. What would you like to do?
I'm pretty sure I yelled out in pain when the thing hit me.
Like,
Yeah. Like,
are you going to scream to try to wake them up? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean,
Pain or did she come?
Attack!
aren't you up? He's awake anyway.
I'm awake already.
He's over
Yeah.
there still.
He's awake.
We are like resting.
I'm already up
but-
after my 4 hours, so.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
said
know
you were
if
still kind of laying there though, right? Or were you up walking around? I heard you say you were just still kind of relaxing.
He was chilling.
Chilling.
So the question is, what do you
Looking
wanna do?
over his spell book.
I'll look over there. Oh.
So you see something silhouetting from the light of the fire next to her, and she's like, looks like she's like singing and playing like, ow!
Yeah.
Now,
So as you're sitting there,
I'll
with
try
your
a
back
ray
to
of
the tree-
frost at it and see if I can hit something and
Okay.
maybe reduce its speed.
So roll again, and disadvantage, because you are prone and doing a ranged attack.
Okay, get
Does
up
that count
first.
with magic?
Doesn't matter, I rolled a 4, so I missed.
You said ray of frost.
Yeah.
So Tapel is really you're looking at this thing, and it's, the light from the campfire kind of silhouetting some of it. You're trying to figure out what the hell it is. You see this blue magic just streak over the top of it out into the darkness. Anything else?
Now that I've stood up, I'm gonna look around.
So half your movement to stand up. Can somebody stand up, Mr. Strovinger, please? He's kind of there. in the-
I can't see him over the tree.
I got it.
Looks like we have some wandering monsters. Let's take care of these.
So you're trying to rouse everyone? By saying that loudly or what?
Get the fuck up!
Just because you're feeling long rested doesn't mean everybody else is.
Just say it normally.
Technically,
because-
everyone else is.
Whispery or normal?
Not normal, like
Oh,
this
not
this
the-
voice.
Oh,
Wait, so kind of
If
a
we
little bit
fight
lower.
right now,
Right,
that's
okay.
my line.
And you
Not
say what
shouting.
again? Everybody listen. You guys hear
Yeah, I don't know.
in
Hey,
this.
we've got
Again,
some
like,
wandering
it's
monsters in the camp, guys.
Okay.
Rules lawyer would know.
Anything
Rip
else?
the light.
That
Oh,
sucks.
God.
It's just a magnet. It just pops off when you hit it.
It pops.
Okay. So then we're gonna go to Vengar. You are still sleeping, and would you say Vengar is a heavy sleeper or not?
I already passed the 6 hours that I needed, so I was awake. But
Half orcs only need 6 hours.
Of sleep.
of sleep, yes.
Okay.
If
Then you have 2
Just had
hours.
this
Going over
discussion.
So you're in a light sleep, is what you're trying to tell me?
No. I'm
Light
awake.
activity is the
Okay,
last
so
2
you're awake.
hours.
So
Okay,
you hear.
so
he's
if the rest is
close, right?
interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, it needs to be at least an hour before it will invalidate the rest.
Oh, okay. So
Whoa,
if it's
whoa,
a
whoa,
really
say-
quick
say
fight,
what?
it won't invalidate it.
Yeah, if the rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, at least 1 hour of walking, fighting, casting spells, or similar adventuring activities, the characters must begin the rest again to gain any benefit.
So we gotta kill
Where,
him quick.
where is, what page is that?
That,
Or is
I
that,
don't know.
or is that just somebody?
That's from-
HTTP
that's from,
://
that was
Reddit.
from Roll20. So,
Oh.
and they just like basically copy pasted the rules. I can find it in the book.
Oh,
but,
okay.
The
Should
phone
we
was
wait
easier to access.
For that.
So,
Well, I want to wait for that before I decide.
okay.
Hold your action.
So,
Attack,
we've
attack.
got.
Actually,
Oh,
actually, I know.
That was cool.
Good luck.
I don't have to.
Long rest, see, rest.
Page 186.
186.
If the rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, at least 1 hour of blah blah blah, same exact thing. On page 186. The end of the first paragraph under long rest.
Still trying to get to 86.
186.
You said the second paragraph?
No, the end of the first paragraph under long rest.
First and interrupt.
If only you felt up and stepped down. We'd be in this situation. If only.
Were you trying to break our long rest?
I wasn't trying to. I rolled for your stuff, boys and girls.
Fair enough.
Girls. I don't
Hey.
look that pretty. Yeah, I identify however I want.
Hours. Good. Very, very good. Okay. So you've had your 6 hours of sleeping. So you've just been kind of waking up and you hear Strovinger say, "There's monsters roaming in the camp."
Then I'll take out my movement, stand up, because I definitely was like on the floor still, but
Okay.
I'll see the thing.
Sure. You can see a silhouette over there next to Tapel.
I'll move closer if, like, well, we don't have a grid, but you know,
Yeah.
the basic
5,
15
10,
feet.
15 will get you about there.
And then I see it clearer, but it's still probably past Tapel, so I don't want to throw anything because that might fuck with her. So I'll just have the damaged hand axe and my shield equipped.
So.
And that'll be like my free action, take them both out.
Okay, sure. And then we've got Tapel. You just got acided in it.
Yeah, that wasn't very
What a
nice.
bastard.
Your leg is a little
Get his
sensitive.
ass.
Yeah.
Shillelagh.
I don't have that.
Cheese grater.
Cheese grater.
Cheese grater.
Grate your cheese.
Your cheese.
It just looks like a shiny little amoeba. Big amoeba, something just undulating. There's no like face or arms or anything. It's just like a big
Yeah.
shiny wet goo pile.
And where's which
Vanguard, he's the one standing up behind you next to the fire. He's the clear one because he has a
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So he's
Good.
he is standing, and then you can also, if you turn and look, you can you also see Strovinger standing up with his back to the tree still. Strovinger standing up, Vanguard standing up, closing the gap, closing the distance towards you.
Okay.
Everybody else seems to be down currently at the quick moment, at the quick glance that you saw.
I will.
Break wind in its general direction.
Yeah.
Maybe the
I thought
campfire
that's you.
will
Just
catch a fire for an extra couple of
what the
D1
fuck?
or 2.
What?
That'd be great.
Campfire fart.
Big
Yeah.
flame.
Am I?
How much?
Well,
math-
yeah, I'm
how
going
much
to-
math do you do?
Disengage
Ooh, okay.
and go around, like put the fire between us, essentially.
Okay. And
Good idea.
You have what, 30 feet movement?
Yeah.
Not even me and the
35,
fire.
actually.
35?
Yeah.
Very cool. So disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Would
We've
you normally
got
get behind
5, 10,
like me and the fire?
15,
So you wouldn't
like
have to
20
move
would get you
Well-
there, unless you want to go. You got that's 50. That's
Yeah,
20.
just as I
In
want to
general.
keep it between us.
You want to go back farther? 20.
Whatever makes
So
Wants to do
whatever
the
makes the
opposite.
fire between us.
25. So at 25, you're there,
Yeah. Okay.
and you still have what, 10 more if you want it.
Sure.
So where you want to go though?
Well, no, I'll stop there.
Stay there, okay?
Yeah, and then disengage is an action, right?
Yes.
Or is it-
Yes.
Why does he keep putting that in there? I
Yeah,
can't
so
get it that
I
when he does
can't
that.
really do anything else.
Disengage is an action.
Takes your action to disengage.
Yeah. Be cautious with your equipment.
You guys seen one of these already?
Yep.
Better.
Okay.
Acid.
Follow.
Duh.
Would you like to wake the fuck up or no?
Duh.
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 So you haven't had 6 hours of sleep because you did a 2-hour watch already. So if you get up, it is going to avoid any benefits of a long rest.
Just roll over and go back to bed.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of sleep earlier though too.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure he didn't need a
so
lot.
good.
Yeah,
so what's happening?
He's so good.
Talib is deciding if he should wake
It's-
his slumber or not.
I mean, it's
Would
not
it-
going to avoid the long rest.
Well, he hasn't had 6
You're
hours.
already
He hasn't-
fully rested anyway.
He hasn't even
so.
had 6
He
hours.
had the 2 hours of watch, and then he was gonna have 6 hours of sleep, but
But,
he's gotten
Yeah,
interrupted
like
in the
it
middle of the
doesn't
sleep
matter. He
portion.
hasn't
Yeah.
used anything.
He's okay.
He'll just be grumpy.
What is going
Please,
on right now?
6 seconds, dude. 6 seconds. What are you doing, bro? This is we're in initiative.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, what I mean,
6
so
seconds.
20 seconds for
so
6
if I don't
seconds
know
is
what's
fine.
going on, I'm gonna just.
You heard. You could say
you're
with
like
your.
you're hearing the commotion.
Well, the question is, you're going to be sleepy because you are asleep right now. Are you a light sleeper or are you a not a light sleeper?
If I can fucking ride within Sal, I'm a hard
So-
sleeper
so
and piss
then-
on.
And
I'm sorry.
Strovinger
he
was
pisses
not
on
trying
me.
to be super loud, so
Yeah.
chances are you don't know what's going on right
Mhm.
now. Unless you're going to say my character would definitely be on alert, but
But he no, he no, no,
okay.
he
So
wasn't.
then you're asleep. Do you want to stay asleep?
No, if I hear commotion, I'm gonna start turning over.
Okay. You hear commotion because
And then-
she's kind of
I'm,
said,
like,
oh,
yelling,
she
yeah.
kind of walked kind of
Set out.
close to you.
Strovinger.
You hear. Well, I mean, she's stepping next to you as she's getting kind of over there, but there's not like.
And I yell out to watch out for
Are
your
you yelling
equipment.
it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
Okay.
enough to the camp, enough for the camp to hear. Like I'm not screaming it from my.
Okay.
lungs.
So then, yeah. So then,
Not going for miles.
do you
of
want to
range.
stay
Yeah.
asleep? We can do a con save.
Guys,
save
you
save
warned.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
exactly.
otherwise she'll wake you up.
No, if she's yelling, I'll wake up
Okay.
to the yells of my team.
All right, so you're awake. What do you want to
So then I don't know what's going on. I'm discombobulated, so I'm just gonna ready a spell if I get attacked, or yeah, if I get attacked.
do? Okay, what spell?
Vicious mockery for now, because I don't know what's coming
Oh.
at us.
The
He's-
first thing
he's-
out of his mouth is a diss.
He's
Just
waking
fuck
up
you.
grumpy, is what it is.
So are you gonna stay laying
That'd be
down, or do
great.
you want to
Yeah.
stand up?
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Yes.
So can you reach him to stand him up?
Oh.
He's the one. He's under the branch right now.
Oh, sleeping under
I didn't
the
say
bridge.
move the tree. Jeez.
I had to reach around it.
Give me a strength
Strong
check.
lord,
Give me a
bro.
strength check
He
if
was
you're gonna
giving
move
the
the
tree
tree.
a reach around.
And
Whoa!
knock over a tree.
All right.
You are always instigating.
So I'm holding a spell. That's my
Holding
action.
vicious mockery if something
I'm just
attacks you.
repeating the words that
For me for now, because I don't know what's actually going on.
Perfect. Anything else?
No.
Okay, Salve. You've heard a yell, "Protect! Watch your equipment!" And before that, "Ow!"
If
Stand
Sal
up.
gets hit, does his armor
Sentry
class
mode?
decrease?
Probably.
God damn.
Because he's metal. You know.
Yeah, that's
Technically, my armor is incorporated into my body, so if I get new armor, I can incorporate it into my body.
Just-
Like all is just made up stuff.
Yeah.
Well, so my character's
all made up
appearance
stuff.
is
It's Dungeons
very
and
different
Dragons.
from an ordinary Warforged, so you know there's a little bit of rule stretching
leeway
there.
that he has to lean on.
Yeah. Let's see. I will cast
But no, they didn't show.
Sacred Flame on that.
They're just monitoring.
It's got to make a DC
No.
14.
A dexterity saving throw.
Shame.
Speciality.
DC
It's
14.
going to be a 1.
Alright, it's going to take 6 radiant damage.
Okay. Is it radiant?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
And so are you standing?
Yeah.
So anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Do you shoot it out of your pistol shooter? Like that? Like you did?
No. I think Sacred Flame appears from beneath them. At least in my opinion.
Okay.
That's how it works. But
Alright, and then that's going to take us to Ragadozo and his magic sword. Would you like to be roused by the talking, or would you like to do a con save to stay asleep?
Well, no, I'm in my 2 hours of light activity at this point because I slept for 6.
Because you had to watch it.
I haven't watched it,
So-
so technically I could fight.
Do you want to be aroused?
I am aroused.
I didn't say aroused, I said would you like to be aroused?
Well,
I didn't
I
have the
can't
up.
gotta be both. You know, they have a saying, it's called morning wood. But
But it's been night for days.
well, my body
Surrounded
seems
by
to
morning.
approve that it's morning.
So
But yeah, so I do rouse myself.
aroused. Oh, he arouses himself.
His bag of dicks.
I'm a very
Can
beautiful
you
half
save yourself
elf.
up?
Yes.
No, I need
I'm a very beautiful half elf indeed.
So
Never
it
know you
takes
do.
half of your movie month.
because
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's about 15.
Can't do anything right.
And
correct.
knowing this is an ooze,
That's why we got.
That's my wife.
because we've actually been through this
Sorry.
conversation before,
That one was.
like 6 sessions ago, where I knew that it was an ooze because of training.
I gotta pull that back.
Well, and now we fought him too,
It looks
so we definitely know.
familiar-ish,
Yeah.
but it's shadowy from the darkness and flickering of the light.
I do have dark vision.
The light is overriding it.
Okay, but
Pull your
it's
punches.
It's within
It's
20
it's
feet
very
of bright.
close to
It
the
looks-
light then.
it
But the
looks-
thing is,
It looks
I also
gooey and ooey.
when I get loose here, it kind of transfers to
Well,
school.
no, I do.
And then I'm like, oh,
It doesn't matter anymore.
it's a college class with like
Less mature people.
What do you want to do?
with some
Well,
individuals of
And would you
sensitivity.
know that because the sword is talking to you that wouldn't hurt the sword? How would
We're
your character know
sharing so
that?
much
You know
information.
that because you're Nathan, the player.
That's probably
Well,
good.
Or are you
Character-wise, I
very
would-
protective of this
Yeah, any
powerful thing
background
that you would
checks
do
I can
everything
check.
to make sure it is not damaged, having seen that this thing in the past has damaged it?
And she already said.
So would you be worried about
What good is
protecting
that
it?
sword if you
And
can't
don't
swing
you have a
it?
damaged armor class?
No, I don't unsheath the sword, and
I take out the shitty sword from my.
actually, yeah, I would
Like,
then.
I'm okay
But
with
my
it.
the magical sword, or in your case, curse it stays sheathed, and I use my free action to unsheath my other sword from my pack.
So now you know.
Yeah.
Now what are you going to do?
Now I'm gonna move the
15 feet, 3 squares, 3 inches.
Bet. How much do you want to bet? It's the sword
1, 2,
being like, don't fucking.
3.
I
Yep,
don't want to touch
right
that.
behind.
Just.
Oh, are you on it?
Yeah, I'm
Fighting.
right there.
Any idea how long it'll take
And
to
I'm
do?
going to take a nice little swing.
Alright,
A
Disgusting.
little swing a do, little swing a ding
Go,
dong.
go for it. Swing it in.
Swing it,
Does
dig it.
11 hit?
Was it in that one?
No, I only get a +5 with a normal.
Yeah, 11 actually does hit.
Oh wow! Okay, nice.
He's not very dexterous. And it has 0 armor on.
10 points of slashing damage.
10 points of slashing damage.
Because it is a longsword. And it does now take a drop 1 to its overall stuff.
And
You don't know that?
No, it's a normal
The
one.
player knows that.
No,
your sword
Well,
has
I
a
do know because it has
-1.
hit my armor before and it has made it worse. So I do understand
Your
that
sword has
as
a
a,
-1
as
to
a character.
damage.
I do know.
As the
Are we sure we fought
sharp
Xylox once
edge.
before?
You fought an ooze before.
We fought these things
Ragadozo.
before
So
something.
your sword, as it strikes into it, where it was hit, the acid starts to eat the sharp edge off. So it now has a -1 to damage rolls,
Gotcha.
not to hits.
Not to hit, but to damage. Gotcha. Okay.
So do me a favor and mark that.
So after
Yeah, I've
4
already
or 5
marked it in my-
swings, it'll be a
Hasn't-
piece of
hasn't
shit.
hit. That one hasn't been hit before, has it?
No.
Cool.
Because I used a club
Anything
the
else?
other time. No, that's it.
Got it.
That's it for my turn.
That's gonna take us to.
Right.
Oh, its turn.
Oh, cool.
So
I dare you.
as you're there,
Double dog
I double dog dare you to try and
you
hit.
Let's
see it
bring
kind of
AC
like
down.
morph its shape as it goes, whoosh, and his piece comes out to try to.
Is piece? Okay.
It's a piece.
It's
It's
penis.
got a piece.
I'll show you a piece.
It's got a piece. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna try Miles. Watch this be a fucking natural one. It's a fucking cursed ass piece.
Made that point.
That's what? Oh my fucking god, dude.
Two.
It was as close to as one without being a one. That you could
Oh,
get.
my
God, I
Just-
love those dice.
Did you?
I swear he performed a
Sabotaging
magical ritual.
motherfucker.
Did you rub
He
them on
built
your
a
ass
summoning
before
circle
giving
and
it to
everything.
So-
Before he gave them to Dusty,
I
there
don't
was a
know what it
satanic-
is, but when I give dice to people, and
Don't ever give me any more dice.
so here's the thing: is like it's worse if they're on like the opposing side. So like when I'm the DM and I loan someone dice, they roll shit the
It's
whole
good for
night.
you. Right?
But if they're a player, it's like average.
So nobody
For
ever
whatever reason.
everybody borrow dice from him when you don't have any. All right,
Well,
so
Like,
That's
it's on our
if
side
I'm
right
the
now.
dungeon master and they borrow dice, then it would be bad.
no, I'm saying like so right now as players, all of you borrow dice from him
You
whenever
just
you
gotta
guys need
slowly keep replacing the dice he has.
Yeah.
with your dice, and eventually he'll get all in at once.
some. Okay, so that's gonna take us to Stroven.
No, I want to know how much. What was the number from that 2? What was it to hit?
How would you know?
Just tell me.
How would you know?
Just tell me.
Please.
Just tell me.
It doesn't.
No, you don't know that.
What if it?
You don't know my AC.
Yeah, the slime doesn't know my AC.
Oh, there's a blob over there. I think I'll try to shoot at it again.
Doesn't know my AC.
With
Sorry.
chill touch. No. Rare frost. That way, peace load. 11 plus 6 is 17. A 17 should hit, I believe.
Yes, 17 hits. What are you hitting again?
Ray of frost.
Ray of Frost.
Oh.
5 frost damage. And it is slowed by 10 feet.
So 5. So it's cold damage,
Yes, cold damage.
and you hit it with 5.
Yes.
Okay.
And because it's frost, it is slowed by 10 feet of movement.
Oh. For just the next round.
Right, just for this.
So your turn.
For
being
its
your
next turn.
Or its turn. Okay. So you see.
Oh, its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of its next turn.
So for this turn, it has -10. And then
Till the
next
start
turn,
of
it's
its
normal.
next
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Do you see a little chunk get all solid?
but not as big as you were expecting
Got a
it
little
to get.
hard.
Your little piece gets solid, but smaller than you thought it was going to
Okay.
Hey, that's average.
be. Okay. Vanguard.
Chill touch next time. We're gonna work through this cantrip.
You saw Tapel step away from
I-
it. You saw Ragadozo step up to it.
I'm gonna approach with shield in hand, and I'm gonna hit it with the damaged hand axe. Not a good one.
Roll to
Try
hit.
to. We'll see.
Roll to hit with axe of hand.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does. How much
Indubitably.
damage?
8 slashing. Right?
8 of the slashing type.
It has a resistance.
Oh.
And then I
Okay.
lose a thing on
Yeah,
it?
so -1 to your damage roll on that one.
Remember, it's already damaged, so you probably have.
I do.
Was that one damaged?
That's why I was using specifically the damaged one.
Yeah.
I specified.
Was it
Yeah.
damaged by the same thing in the past?
And the
I think it-
ooze, or
Yes.
whatever it was.
Yeah, the same.
So what's the
one.
minuses right
It's
now?
minus
It's
2.
currently -2 now,
Okay.
after that attack. Because I only hit the other
So
one
just.
once.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of
Okay.
this.
Thank you for doing that, by the way. And. Attaboy. Oh, that didn't really work.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure the ooze is dead now.
It fell into the
That's how it works.
Yeah,
That's how it works, right?
Actually,
the
I'm not gonna.
operation killed it.
I was gonna pick the ooze back up, and then I didn't want to touch the camera, so I didn't reach for it.
Hey,
Smart.
He says, thank
appreciate that.
As I was reaching, I felt my arm nudge the camera, and I was like,
That's right. That's right. Better sit the fuck back now.
you. Okie dokie, pokey jokey. Alright, and then are you, anything else or are you done?
"Is it still good?"
You still alive? Yes, it's still wiggly.
Yeah, I am close, and I'm not gonna disengage. I'm just
Still
gonna
a
stand
ball
there.
jelly?
Ready.
Okay, so
Wait
now
for a second. It's always
Alright.
you got your two boyfriends up there trying to pick a fight with that dude that touched your leg.
So I'm going to
It did not touch you.
Thorn whip.
Oh my gosh, what's your range on that?
Like
30
30
feet.
or something.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, right
Oh,
there.
and it
Right
pulls
through the
fire.
fire?
Impulse 5.
The fire's in the pit, remember?
It's coming on.
A little bit.
Okay.
So
As she pulls it, it hits both
yeah,
of us.
so
Oh no.
That one?
It means that we
No.
can-
Oh.
13 to hit.
Oh, reaction!
So it'll do 1d6
1d6 of
Piercing, right?
I think it's piercing.
piercing, yeah, I think.
Ooh, so you got a thorny whip.
And
Huh?
I rolled a 6,
6 damage from
Nice.
the thorny whip, okay.
and then I'll pull it into the fire.
And then
Pulls 10 feet, right?
Up to 10 feet, yeah.
Reactions. Yes.
So does that mean I
Do
could-
reactions work if it's
Oh,
forced,
no, it's
forced
forced.
movement?
Dang
Yeah.
it.
So if I
Dang it, I know.
Yeah, the cheese
I wanted
grater
to
does-
kill it more
The
aggressively.
cheese grater does not get the bonus of the friends helping out.
Oh my
Does
god.
it-
does it
Mike
I don't know
was
if
Because
I
it would
have
be
gloves. I've never really
Cooler
like.
than usual if it did.
It would be up to.
We all love
Yeah,
girls.
Actually,
I
so
don't
wait,
wanna
wait,
risk
wait,
that.
wait.
Yeah, except for when we're in that cheese
Double
grater.
check.
Yeah,
It's
I
true.
would rather
It's true.
put my
Messed
hand
up.
next instead of
Rattled
my AC,
and
because AC is
straight.
4.
Son of a bitch.
As your thorn whip hits it, and you feel it grab it, and you pull it back, you see that some of it's in the fire, and some of it's still there.
Oh, it split. It became 2.
You mother of God, it's growing.
And
No, it's smaller.
It's dividing.
we
Oh.
have...
I just-
Divide.
I didn't realize. I just.
Okay,
Divide?
and then in the
Divide,
fire,
dividing?
divided. Oh my God.
Please tell
we'll
me you get
say...
No, wait, I might. What was it?
that. Divine dividing?
No.
Think about it.
It looks like it squeals as it pops and snaps inside the fire a little bit.
Snap, crackle, pop. It's like a marshmallow.
Okay.
Forbidden
No.
marshmallow.
Alright, anything else?
What if
I
it tastes good?
will.
Is it grappled or restrained or anything?
They fucking.
No, because I think
Goodbye.
Thornwood will do it, and then it
Oh,
kind of
then now it's gone?
just. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just left in the fire. Doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Just sitting in the fire.
Yeah. And then I will.
Snap, crackle, poppin'.
Now remember, its movement is still 10 feet slower.
Sacred
Yeah.
One of them.
What?
Divine dividing.
I
Or
see.
could be
I
five.
see. I had to.
Rias, no!
It's like this bullshit.
I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make it here, right?
The vanishing dragon.
Whip it. Whip it good. All done?
Yes.
Okay. Ballab!
So the one in
I knew
the
you'd
fire, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Look at dragon.
Vicious
Needs-
mockery.
Yes, it needs
Good
a
story.
12 Wisdom throw, if I'm not mistaken, and then what he's gonna say is, "It's so fluffy. You look like your mother."
Look like what?
Your mother.
Mother Zelda. Your mother was a hamster.
And
Your father smelled
that-
of
and
elderberries.
if
Hang on
that's-
one second.
Dude, God.
I'm trying to just
It's such an old school burn.
And also, that's why you watched it. The plot, of course.
Yeah, the plot.
It takes psychic damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing
obvious.
else brought me to that show.
Okay.
Not
In
that
fact,
I
I was
have
16 and a
Right.
half.
So you
I-
say what?
That's the same age.
You look like a what?
Oh, you're so fluffy, or you're so you're so fluffy. You're worse than your mother.
The one that was in the fire.
Yeah.
So hard. One in the fire.
You see it kind of just kind of like writhing in the fire, and it has to do a what save?
Wisdom. 12.
Doesn't look like it really affected her.
Different show. Oh, so which one are you talking about?
I've heard
Yeah,
worse.
that show was also very well.
But all you hear is
That definitely was something.
So I'm gonna
Again?
back myself.
Gonna back that thing up. Here, I'll try to
Oh
do
no,
that.
I can't back up any further. No, I'm good where I'm at. I'm cool with that.
And that shaped what I am today.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So then that's going to take us to Salvin and
I will cast. No.
Forevermore.
Well, there's one
Forevermore.
already in the
You
fire.
beg
You know what? It's gonna take some more. This time, radiant fire. So it has to make a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw, or take
14
1d8.
Dex saving throw. 4.
That fails. It takes 6 radiant damage.
Radiant! It said 6.
America.
It didn't like that. It doesn't like the fire. It doesn't like the radiant. It's not having a good time.
Sounds about right.
Anything
Maybe
else?
it shouldn't have come over to play in the party.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save my spell.
You should have left me the hell
So you're done?
alone.
Yeah.
Then that's going to take us
It's in
to
the find out stage.
Braggadozo and his bag of tricks. I said tricks.
That time.
Tricks are kids.
I'm gonna take a swing.
Silly ooze. Tricks are for kids.
Oh, oh, getting a little jumpy there. Excited.
Natural one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Boy. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Who's closest to you?
Technically, I can't hit you. You're out of range.
Okay.
You're on the other side.
Oh, let's see how slippery this handle is.
Stabs me.
So natural
throws
one,
the
huh?
sword
I
at
don't
you.
think.
Give me a dexterity saving throw to see what happens to the swordy sword.
That definitely, that swing through. If he slips, that could. Suddenly I'm fucking
Dexterity saving
impaled.
throw.
I'm moving on.
Nathan,
to that
do
time.
you have any tokens?
I do not. I've used them all to try to save my ass from other things.
Did you just get one?
I only
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just let it happen.
I'll
Just let it happen.
imagine.
Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. No, I'm kidding. 5.
Alright, roll a d4.
You can't just claim I let go of my sword swinging through.
A natural 1.
Fuck! 4.
4 faces me, now roll a d8.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, we gotta put this so the camera can see it. We're gonna see which direction it goes.
4.
A 4.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna go this direction.
Oh, cool.
So
Not even
we're
here.
going
You're
to
fine.
say.
Cool.
Off into the darkness.
Dun, dun,
And
dun.
it also does need to make a dexterity throw because it means I'm swinging through it.
I just do a really quick flash, like.
Didn't I just have here?
So I'm like, I'll like look at my hand, look at him, and I'll be like, I'm sorry.
So
No,
we'll
it's perfect,
say.
right?
No,
This is
no,
not
no,
a
I promise.
magical sword, but this is your
Just a
sword
shitty
goes
sword, yeah.
See, this is why we use the magic sword.
and it lands on the ground right about there, on the edge of the light, so you guys can still see it. Okay. All right, so the grip it doesn't feel the same and as solid as the one that you'd like to swing.
big
So
sword,
it
you
feels
know.
a little bit different and a little bit weirder in your hand. So it slipped out of there accidentally,
Icky.
and then.
Icky.
But the sword is there on the ground. It's still available. It's still there. What would you like to do now?
Ah! Free action, I pull out a hand axe.
Got it.
Alright.
How many hand axes you got?
Do
I
you
got 2.
Do you have multi-attack?
I do not, unfortunately.
So anything else?
No, that is it for my turn.
Bonus action? No. Okay.
No, bonus actions do nothing for me at this
Got it.
moment in time.
Let's go with. Oh, it's their turn.
Yeah, that's cool. It'll miss. I'm telling you right now. Swings, it'll miss.
The little one in the fire tries to climb out, but it doesn't seem to have a whole lot of movement as it's ow. So it's gonna take some fire damage. And you see it just kind of disappeared.
Damn. Do we hear like?
Does it become like a puffy marshmallow?
It's more like a.
Whoa!
I was gonna say more like a.
Paper
Oh,
towels?
we need the paper towel just to
Okay.
wipe
On
off
top
a
of the
little bit
fridge.
here.
Up there, up there.
What's it?
He shoots. There's a beer bottle.
I gave you. You have like 2 cup holders. You also have
I mean,
cup pads to put
My
them
beer's
on.
here.
yeah, that's.
And then you got what? I gave you extra ones with these really good.
What?
Well, Dad, to be fair, you are taking both the cup holders. I just realized that. I thought that was Vincent. Before
I
saw
didn't
him.
put the trap down here. Did I?
The trap?
No, he accidentally.
Yeah. You moved his foot.
No, I don't need another one.
You good? Okay.
He peed your pants.
Yeah, he peed
Yeah.
your pants.
EP
Your
your
pants.
pants. Okay.
You peed your floor.
So, oh, that was me. So that died,
That's
and
my
then
own
that
fault.
one.
Well, that's what I said. They're going to blame me. So.
Well, yeah, you're the one that knocked it over.
Running sword.
Yeah, I put it
So-
in an advantageous spot.
Did Vanguard hit? You hit it when you came out.
I-
You swung at it.
Hit it, and
You
I
did hit
did 8 damage.
You did hit it, so it's
For
gonna.
slashing.
It's gonna come back. Whoosh, recoils towards you.
No whammies, no
And
whammies,
we're
no
not
whammies.
throwing this fucking green piece of shit. Thank you, Miles, for my dice. I love you so much.
You're welcome.
And that is much better. But still not probably not. 17 to hit?
Oh, thank God, no.
No?
Yes, it does not hit.
Oh, okay.
They're still good.
I have the shield out, so I'm good.
You're not wearing armor though,
Within
right?
5 seconds.
He is wearing armor, but it misses.
No.
So it misses.
I have to remind everyone. When you guys are trying to get when you're sleeping, you're not. We talked about this.
Then no one has an AC.
You have your base AC, and you could, if you grab your shield, you have your shield bonus as well. If you're on watch,
I have my normal AC.
if you're on watch,
Yeah.
you're gonna don and doff your gear.
Well, hold on.
Because it makes no sense in the war. Remember, I'm just trying to
Well,
remember.
they were up and about.
It makes no sense that you're gonna be 24/7 wearing your gear.
No.
I hear you. But we were both also in our light.
They'd already
This
got
light
it.
and
this
watching.
Just
Oh, it
happened.
just happened?
She just started her watch.
Okay.
So
It's at the
Okay, it's at
exact
6 hour mark.
You were
Okay,
starting
that's
to get
that's
the
fine.
rest.
Then
Okay.
fine. I
Sorry.
don't have armor. I'll get hit, but I also don't lose any AC because I'm not wearing any metal.
you have your shield. Are you saying it's a wood shield now?
It is a fucking wood shield. It was blessed by Durandor.
Whoa.
Jeez!
I never had a metal shield.
Bitch.
Mom just slapped Dad at the table.
Hey, I asked a question. I got attacked. I feel
Goddamn!
like I'm talking to my esposa. What the hell?
I was feeling
And you
a
were
little
put in your
aggressive.
proper place, apparently.
I would like to rage.
Different character.
Imagine if I was a barbarian with this axe though. Oh.
So you take
I'll take off.
you take 3 bludgeoning damage, and you take let's go this and let's go.
Give me your dice over. This thing.
And ooh, my cheesy dice got me a 6. And you take 9 acid damage as well. And since you don't have any metal on, nothing gets.
The hand axe technically would that?
No, but not
No,
armor.
Yeah, that wouldn't strike. It doesn't strike your
And
weapons.
just a second question.
Fine.
Since I no longer have my hypothetical armor, if I punched it, would I take damage from that?
Probably.
If you punched it,
Yes. Because it'd be
Try
blunt.
and find out.
you know what Matt Mercer says.
Fair enough.
Certainly find out. You can certainly try and find out.
Understood.
You can certainly try. Okay, so that was its turn, and now we're going to the top of the round.
What?
No, it's pronounced. No, it's pronounced Strovinger. Strovinger.
Turner.
Strovinger, you're up.
Weird.
Chill touch this time. And
Chilly
the one
touch.
that's over there.
Okay.
Because the fire guy burned up.
Chili touch.
No.
Do
It's
you
got a
actually
range.
mean
It summons a skeletal
A 10
hand
misses.
that touches it for him.
10 actually hits.
Yeah. That's
It is 10, exactly.
Oh, nice.
You just barely
It
got it.
has a 10.
Some other ones, man.
4 necromantic damage.
Ooh, it
It
did
cannot
like it.
heal itself for another turn.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
Take that.
Gavati!
Vanguard.
I'm
You got your drawers
I got
on and
my
a
ass
shield.
burnt. I'm gonna scream "Yow!" and I'm gonna attack it again.
Go for it. Hold it.
Yowza!
The fucking the Tom
Hot
and Jerry-
pants! Little Tom and Jerry action.
A dirty 20 to hit with the damaged hand axe again.
Yes.
So you hit it, but your
Damage.
damage is less.
And then 8 blunt. damage.
8?
Yes.
That's exactly what we had left. So you kill it.
Slashing, sorry.
It's fine. Oh wait, no, slashing?
Yeah.
Resistance to slashing.
No, you're good. So that kills it, and you now have a -3 to that hand axe. Okay. It's -3 to the damage. So you already had the -2 to the last one.
Yeah, it went from a
So it was like 10.
5 to a +2 now.
Okay. So, hee, we just did, hee. Alright, now what?
For the turn?
It's
That
enough
for
my
initiative?
go back.
Unless you guys want to do something else.
Relax.
No. Then
Stay
that
by
means
the
that we
fire.
technically not an hour long worth of
No.
fighting.
No.
We can go back to our light activity and
I'm gonna put my
I'll
armor
slowly don my armor on over the next 10
as,
minutes.
as slowly as need
Goes
be
heavy armor.
to not be physical exertion.
10 minutes of
Paolo
don the heavy armor.
Duh.
is not able to complete a long rest during this. However, you didn't really need one because you were still full with everything, right? But that means, though, is you will reach an exhaustion level before everybody else will reach it.
Yes. Okay.
Okay?
Just get out of not an actual like fighting any judgments here.
Yeah.
If we like waited another hour, would it matter?
No.
Or is it since the sleep was
You have
interrupted?
to
That's
restart the whole thing.
If we waited another hour,
like we spent.
you
the
still
hour-
have to hang out for 2 more hours right now.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yes.
if we waited for 3 total more hours, would that like count 2 hours towards total, or is that not anything?
Because he already uses 2 hours of free time.
Yeah.
Alright.
At the beginning.
Understood.
So yeah, he did his. Yeah, he did his
Weird
two,
rules,
he
but
did his
it's-
2 hours as like the watch, and he needed the other 6 to be uninterrupted
Sleepy sleep. Yeah. Okay.
Nap time.
Nap time. Okay, I took damage. You took damage? Is it just us 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna fast forward to the end of this. So now, other than Paolo, everybody gets a
Guess they're long rest.
long
His
rest.
long
If you
rest.
guys got it before you started fighting, whatever damage you just
Oh.
took now, you
His
still
fighting
have.
not fully
So you just had
Oh.
already got your benefit
Yeah.
right from
I
that.
was fighting
Yeah, I got my
too.
benefit, but I didn't take
Okay.
any damage. 'cause I
Okay,
missed
good.
Every attack.
Good.
Does this
The elves had already
terrible at his job.
long rested, so any damage you have now is gonna carry you into this
a long
day.
rest
Yeah.
fully resets everything, right? HP.
Yeah. Yeah, for you, not for me, because I
But you-
already finished.
But any damage that did you take any damage now?
I took the 12 HP damage from this.
So that's after you did your long rest.
No,
It's-
technically not. He's
I
not.
was-
He's not. He didn't get the benefit for this fight, but now that it's complete.
Yeah, I was under the impression that since the 8 hours had not been fully up, I had not healed at all, so I was fighting at the minimum HP as well.
6, 7, 8. Okay, but you guys finish at 4.
Correct.
Okay, sure. I'll allow it. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, oh wise DM.
Oh, now you're getting kisses ass.
That wasn't
Is that your
After you just
five
cussed him out.
minutes ago.
Okay.
As everybody's now getting up, Ragdozo stands up and after having his armor finally donned and cinches up his belt with
So wait, if-
sword in sheath.
Well,
And
with
sure.
that like that, the rules like that, you still had lay on hands left, right?
Technically, yes.
Can I have 10 of them?
Sure.
Yay.
Before it goes up, yeah.
Oh, alright.
There you go.
Kinky.
Thank
Calm
you.
down.
Because technically that is light.
Because
Ever
you
since
didn't
he's
have
been tied
all
up,
10 of them,
I've
you
been
gave him 2.
dying for
I gave
put
him 3, so I had 17 left.
Yeah.
To give. So.
Is that light exertion?
Yeah, it's light
just walking over and being like,
Yeah,
it's
but
just-
is there a mental?
I mean, we didn't go
No.
further than that. It was literally.
Not by the definition of what lay on hands is.
Understood.
Yeah, they're pushing boundaries, but it's fine.
Well, thank you,
He laid 10 hands on you? Is that
Yeah.
what I'm hearing?
He laid his hands on her 10 times.
Yeah.
She was
I was
quite
begging for
receptive.
it.
You were begging. He was touching.
She,
Again.
Tapel was very
again,
receptive.
Again.
to Ragnado's
Again. No, no more.
One more time. No more.
That was 10.
See, 10? Perfect. 11? That's too much. It's like a foot long. It's not
Centaur only
happening.
got 11.
Okay. So as you guys are all good, packed up, suited up, booted up, stomp out your guys' little campfire. Are we guys ready to head out? Are you gonna pick up your sword that you threw in the snow?
That you dropped.
That slipped out of your hand?
I walk over to the sword and I take a look at it. And then I say, trash. And I throw it away.
Wow. All right. So
You're
there's.
not even gonna keep it in case we run into more of these things.
I got hand axes. It's fine.
Alright.
I got 2 of those.
Okay.
That's already at -1. I don't like it anymore.
To
Damage.
Scratch off your inventory.
just
Alright.
cut off like
I planned it.
a lengthy, thick branch off of one of these trees to carry around.
Yeah, one of the big
As
ones.
it's
got some thick
You
wood.
can say, can I
Oh,
find a
you want
Vincent?
to try to
I
basically
want
craft a
to
club?
have like a blunt thing to hit things with because
Oh,
I'm
no, I was like,
realizing
can
that
you
there are a
say,
lot of enemies that
can I
fuck
find
with
a
my hand
Vincent?
axes.
So you want to create
He wants a club, basically.
Alright.
Something that
So it's
isn't my
gonna hit
hands,
crafting.
like a tool
Um,
to hit things with, but like I don't know what a.
So here's what we'll do
attack
is I'm gonna give you a couple of checks to do, and I'll let you actively roll these. So one of them is gonna be a survival check to help with the custom making this custom survival tool. We'll do. I said, hold on, bro.
Oh,
I'm glad.
You used that one. Fuck.
I
We're gonna do survival,
Okay.
Can I maybe help as
and then we will also
help find the right branch for him as a druid?
survival, and then we're also going to do. I'm just drawing a blank on. I know what I'm thinking in my head, but I need to see the word. We are going to
I'm trying to build a club to hit things with because I'm tired of my hand axes getting fucked
I
with.
feel like building a club is like you hack off a branch.
That's exactly
A
what I'm
big ass
planning.
branch.
It's just like, you know, finding the right lengthy branch,
Yeah.
finding one that isn't dead.
And
finding-
while he's doing that, I'll actually help Vengar out in finding that.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm a druid.
Help
I should
him
be able
out
to help
finding
with
the
that.
appropriate girth.
The appropriate girth and strength of that branch must be appropriate indeed.
Okay, so we'll do the survival.
It's gotta look like this guy.
And then
Ambiguous.
we'll do a sleight of hand as well, just to kind of like get it trimmed and carved into the.
And I shall
appropriate
help him
proportions.
with that.
So, do you still
Let's
really
allow
want
him
me-
to do what he wanted to do.
Do you want me
instead
to
of
use
everybody
that
just
first
jumping
roll?
in.
Well, I want to help him out. He's a good dude.
Because I was rushing. but-
Vengar's my guy.
So
yeah,
he-
he
he-
also
He's
helped
he's hacking off the limb and he's doing his
He doesn't
thing.
remember that though.
But I don't
So
remember that.
roll a survival. And actually, hold on. Sorry.
Roll
Your
feral.
survival
I blacked out.
shouldn't be that hard. We'll make it an easy to moderate. We'll make that a 12. However, the sleight of hand to like make sure we're proportioned and everything, we'll make that one a 13. So give me a survival, beat it 12 or better.
No. 10.
You.
All right, with advantage because they were helping you find the right branch. No, Vanguard. This one
You know
fits
what?
you better.
I feel it. Oh, 13.
There you go. So now you're gonna start trying to like carve it
Okay.
into the right shape, get the extra bumps off, get the bark off of it. So give me a sleight of hand 13 or better.
15.
You got it. Now you got a club.
Finally getting that.
Sheesh!
Alright.
Real ones.
Yeah.
Okay,
Some
so
fun in that, actually.
in the human aspect of things, we had a request to try to stop a little bit early tonight because we have some things to deal with tomorrow. So we're current at 11-ish.
Yeah.
So this will be where we start next session.
Oh, okay.
We'll say camp is done. You guys are ready to start your next beginning of your next long, not long rest, but your 24-hour
Long
period.
trek through the
You're on track.
shrubberies.
And we'll be marching
Shrubbery.
forward from here. So we'll see you guys in hopefully a couple of weeks. Thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. Have
Bloodlines are
fun.
power.
Thank you.
And
Bloodlines of
D&D
power!
on.
Bloodlines.